The HOK is the toughest environment, and or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. No handouts here. You have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret.
All right, I gotta stop it right there for a minute because the song go right along with my programming here. My program. As you can see, the HOK is definitely the toughest environment to be in. This is why a lot of debaters are afraid to even step on the stage, man. I dare you. I dare you. That's why you hear me say, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. The HOK is the toughest environment. Did y'all see the way Reggie Jabari had Reggie yesterday? Wow, man, that right there was crazy. Did y'all catch that? The way Jabari caught Reggie out there. Huh? Did y'all see that? How many of y'all saw that? How many of y'all saw that? Damn, they really slowed me down. I think that they really put the block on me, man, because I knew I shouldn't have did that Carmelo Anthony yesterday. I shouldn't have did that Carmelo Anthony thing. Damn, man. 6 people watching now. Oh, I guess the people ain't getting any notifications. Let's stick with it.
The HOK is the toughest environment, and or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. No handouts here. You have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest, and the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cold-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites step on the stage. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. In a cold-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a masterclass, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more. The HOK is the toughest environment, and at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah.
All right, real quick, man. Am I on the right channel or something? With 8 people watching? 8 people? 9 people? Yeah, they really putting the clamps down on me, man. They really putting the clamps down on me, man. That is that Carmelo Anthony joint that we did yesterday. And I knew I should have stayed away from that because yeah, that's a touchy subject there. This YouTube is crazy when they hold that back. They not really letting these notifications out to the people now. Yo, when I clicked on YouTube this morning, Yo, it's crazy and it's strange. Have they ever did this to anybody else? They removed all my music, all my intros. The only song they left was this one right here. This is the only song they left me with. Right. They deleted every song I had.
Yeah, the HOK is the
Have they ever done that to anybody else? Have y'all noticed it? That's the only song they left me with, man. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. You know, and I felt it too. I was like, damn, do I really want to talk about the Carmelo Anthony? But everybody else is talking about it. But when I touch on it, they want to block me. For some reason, I don't know. They must be think I got a powerful influence, man. I ain't even really speak my mind on the joint. Because I was trying to be careful in what I say, you know? So, damn, man. How many of y'all want to see the that debate coming up with Stay Cool and Easy Bands? That debate coming up with Stay Cool and Easy Bands. I was going to play that today. I think I got it set for 4 o'clock. I was going to play that, let y'all see who got spanked. And as you can see, Yahweh is chastising his son, Yahweh Shah, as he read the Holy Bible, and he's crying while he's reading it. So I guess he's seen some things in there that I've been saying for a while, you know? And why did you do that, God? So that's what he's asking him, God, why did you do that? Why you lie? Stuff like that, you know? So, hey, it is what it is. And then we got this one coming up. For those of y'all who got y'all tickets already, it's the early bird tickets. Make sure you get your early bird ticket, because tickets going up to 50 by in another week and a half. So get your ticket. And if you're going to come out live to the event, be there early. Make sure you be there early if you're going to come out live to the event. All right? So I'm just letting y'all know the tickets is right there. I threw the link in the chat. If you're going to come to the event to see it in person, the address is right there on the screen. 2279 3rd Avenue, Harlem, New York, zip code 10035. It will also be streamed on Zoom stream. So this is one y'all don't want to miss. It's like Ali Frazier fight here. It's like Ali Frazier. And Reggie got a lot of people rolling with him. Reggie got people rolling with him. Anybody want to come up and kick it? I got the link in the chat as well. Let me see what's happening. I'm trying to get a bigger place. I'm waiting on the sister Modesty to call me back, because we're trying to get a nice big space. Right now, I want to appreciate my captain, Tazariak, for opening up his doors, allowing us to come up in there. You know? Any questions from anybody? Anything on your heart? On your mind?
Hey, sir.
I'm live, Reggie. Before anybody come on in, man. Come on in. Before
What you
anybody
live
come
on?
I'm live on you, brother. That's what I'm live on. I'm live on you. I'm live on the sa.neter studios.
Why not Black News 102?
I mean, that's where I'm at. That's Black News 102. I mean, that's where I'm at. Damn, I'm confused right now. Yeah, I'm on Black News 102.
Okay, the last time that I came on for the whole way in, I got 0 cash apps.
All
So
right. We live. People can hear you. So it don't
Yeah,
matter,
so
man. Just come on in. People gonna look out. Sooner or later, they're gonna come through. I didn't get nothing, Reggie.
well,
I didn't get nothing.
no, that's not. Well, take it off alive.
Nah, just
Hello?
come on in, man. Come on in, brother.
No, take it off on live. Take it off on live so I can tell you this.
All right, what's up? Hold up, man. Hold on. Hold on. All right, as you can see, my brother Dr. Reggie might be a little going in. He feels that the people don't support him enough. Ashe, what it is, man? What's up, Ashe? They really sending out my links slow as hell, Ashe. Yesterday we talked about Carmelo Anthony, and I felt it. I was like, damn, I don't even really want to talk about this right now. You know, and I felt it. And there it is. They hit me with another block, you know? Damn, I hate YouTube now. I'm starting to hate YouTube, how they censoring people, man.
Peace.
What's going on, Ashe?
Nothing much, man. Ready, excited for the debate, man. Brothers got to get enthused, man. Get enthused.
It sounds like you going with Reggie. Man, and that's cool if you are, brother. It's cool.
You know what's funny? I'm rhetoric frontier host, man. I'm not going with nobody, honestly. I had my favor with Jabari initially, just from watching past videos and stuff. But sitting with Jabari definitely changed my favorite, you know. So I do have a favorite. And my favorite, I think, is now definitely Brother Reggie. Brother Reggie, because and it's crazy because I'm a fan of Jabari. I'm a Jabari fan, right? Years. And as a fan, now I'm confused. Now I'm a confused brother.
Damn.
Because peace to Brother Reggie. Because now I respect you as a priest, right? Respect you as a priest, respect you as a scholar, but then you tell me that you're a priest of non-literal just concepts. So that hurt me. That hurt my understanding, not me personally on the feeling tip, but it hurt my understanding. So now I'm home scratching my head like, oh, so we can, and you pray as well. And so we can pray to Shu, which is the atmosphere, and pray to water. I'm just not with all of that. And then when I asked this plain question to even Seven Aside Rhetoric Frontier, I said, is the Apis bull a neter? He said, yeah. I said, was the Apis bull a literal bull? He said, yeah. I said, what we talking about then, man? What we talking about then, man?
I don't think you really understand, brother. When you say, do you pray to the air? Do you pray to the sun? Do you pray to the water streaming downstream? Yes, brother. Our ancestors have always done that. They have always done that. They give reverence to that which keeps them alive. That's how intelligent we were. So when that sun come out, we will give praise to the sun. You see? We would give praise to that water streaming down the stream because that's what sustained us our life. We will give praise to the trees and the grass and stuff like that. You see? So I don't get why you saying that. Yeah.
I'm with that. I'm with that. And this is my theme. And as a priest, I would think he's with that. I'm not, and that's what I have to tell the family. I'm not demonizing prayer. I'm not saying he's wrong for that. But what we have to do is be honest. It is very African to be heavily spiritual, to give heavy ashe on to the forces around you and all of that. But it's very westernized and Eurocentric when you then turn around and say, well, I'm not praying to something literal. I'm just dealing with principles, and this is just standing for this, and this is just in place for this, and I'm really just dealing with concepts and forces. So what do we make of Aset? Because she's not a force of nature. What do we make of a Haru? What do we make of the Nasut Bidi himself, who is a netter? What do we make of these things? What do we make of the Aku or the Ak, who is a literal ancestor?
What state are you in, Ashe? What city are you in? What state?
I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Damn, man. If only you could have been here in person, bro.
I would have loved to come, man. I would have loved to do that, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly out there. I'm gonna come out there in the summertime, though. I'm gonna fly out in the summer, man. I gotta come out there, check y'all out, man. Sit on the couch or something, man. Chop it up.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what's up. Hey, Dr. Reggie, man, what's happening, man? First of all, let me say that I'm a little upset and tight with you, brother. You should have definitely received at least 5, if not 6 cash apps, man, yesterday. What the hell is $5, $10? I guess, I don't know. I just don't get it, man. With all the people that you got that's rolling with you, you just converted Ashe. He was rolling with Jabari. And so that joint yesterday, Reggie, look up. That joint yesterday, Reggie, Ashe is now saying he's confused. He's getting ready. He's rolling with you now, Reggie. See, so you are making moves, man. What you got to say about that? I can't hear you.
I always encourage the work of younger people. And if I make a critique, my critique is going to make you better. Because I don't have what Ashe has in time and years. I don't have it. And some of the other young brothers that are really King J, I don't really bright young people. What I have to give is methodology. That's what I have to give to our family. And it may not sit well at first, but at the end of the day, it will benefit you. Where do we start, right? We started here with my opposition to Jabari's statement. Jabari made the statement, they're natural or not literal. That is what I'm saying. They are not literal and actual. And when I hear people say he is saying the Netaru are not real, I say the Netaru are real. I don't believe they are actual and literal. That's how the debate came, and I saw what Jabari was doing. Jabari was trying to intimate or give a definition of the natural, right, from his thinking, not from anything Egyptological. So he uses the fact that he is a professor, and he uses the fact that he's a Kemetic priest, 2 different things. There was more to that. He said, and they are forces. Let me see. They are forces and energy, and he added to his quote that there are forces and energy, and that's how they operate in the universe. Let me see if I can get it directly. And I opposed that. I opposed that because it didn't come from an Egyptological source. It came from Jabari, and Jabari is acting like an authority. So now, so now what I say is that, okay, so now if we put the lens on it, what he has is a toe in ancient Egypt, and he has everything else in metaphysics. Everything else in metaphysics. Because what he does is he's very, very vague, but he doesn't have to be vague.
Hold up for 1 minute. Ashe, you know, StreamYard took everything down on my joint.
All the music and shit?
Oh, they took all the music except one music. Except one. They took down, not only that, they took down all of my intros, like, you know, when I play something laughing and all that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I came on here this morning and I'm like, what the hell happened? They
Everything gone?
Everything, brother. Everything. And so I'm just happy that I do have backup. I have it in my external drive, all my music. But as far as the other stuff, it's just crazy, Reggie.
So you ain't got the damn. You ain't got none of that.
Yeah, I got that one. That's the only one they left on the intro side, on that part. But they took all the other stuff. All the other stuff, brother.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. You know why?
No, I don't know why.
No, that's strange. That's strange. You gotta see. I gotta log in on my laptop and see if it's the same on my end too.
What they did was they put all kind of other stuff on there. Like they put their music up there, dancing and
oh, straight up. It was an update.
And I'm looking like, yo, who the hell did this?
It's okay.
I was thinking, I said, damn, Ashe got the power, and then Nepal, and then Apostle. But then I said, nah, they wouldn't do that. They ain't gonna put that up there.
Laptop been dead, man. I ain't even seen that.
Damn. So
that's terrible.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. So they took all that down, and they just left me with one song, and this the song they left me with, man.
Straight up.
But I'm happy they left. I'm like, yo. I'm like, I've probably been watching, like, all right, he plays this one all the time.
Yeah, we gonna let him have this one. We gonna let him have that.
So I gotta re-upload all that.
Yeah, when you do it this time, Sa, because I've been promising the family, man, I'm gonna put together a playlist that we can put on like iTunes and stuff.
Yeah,
because they be wanting to buy the music, Sa. They be like, man, where can I bang this, man? I gotta wait till sa.neter come on just to listen to this. I be wanting to listen to this on my own. They want to buy the music, Sa.
I know. I already know. I just been so busy with so much stuff. With so much stuff, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
But Reggie, I'm sorry for cutting you off. You know where you was at, Reggie?
Yeah. Okay, so where I am at.
Hey, one more thing, Reggie. One more thing. I'm sorry. And I say that's not all they did, because you know YouTube runs with them, and so now they put another block on me, bro. They put another block on me.
And I knew you want to know when I knew you had a block when I had called you that day and you had Jabari on, and you was like, I called you was like, I got Jabari and Reg up here. I'm like, that's right now. You was like, yeah. I'm like, I ain't got no notification or nothing.
Yeah,
and I'm a regular viewer.
Yeah. They got the block on.
I feel like they really hating, man. I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like it's some young brothers. You a younger brother to them.
On with YouTube, and they behind the scene. It's some young white boys, especially when I started. This what happened yesterday. Damn. Hold on. Hey, yo, Rich, I'm live. Can I call you back?
All right, hit me back.
All right. That's my man, Rich, from the underground. Reggie,
and that's the man to talk to, because whatever Rich doing and how Rich is doing it, he doing it right.
No. What my brother Rich is doing, he is doing it right. He's doing the a lot of other stuff. You know,
got a lot of commercials and stuff, man.
That's not controversial. You see, and
what I can say,
right.
sa.neter, best thing I could probably say to do, because I still don't get the notifications, even though I unsubscribe and hit all the notifications. It don't necessarily work, so they still shadow banning you somehow. So the best thing I say do, because this is what I do when I want to get a notification, I always come check the channel to see if you got anything scheduled, and then you can hit the notification there, and those ones always come out no matter what. That's why I be telling you it's always best to schedule the show, even after right now. If you know you're finna do something after this one, just schedule it. That way people can always come on, because we don't always get the notification. But when you schedule them, for sure they come out all the time.
Right.
Yep, it'd be
And so
like
I
watch
knew,
sa.neter. This is coming up soon.
yeah,
Ooh,
I
Yeah,
knew
and tell you
that
he live right now. They just hit the live. Go check it out. Every time you hit the scheduled ones, those go out when people
yeah,
actually hit them.
I knew they was gonna hit me with that Carmelo Anthony, them young boys working behind the scene on YouTube. And so, I was talking about the white boy. I was going in. I ain't cursing, none of that. But I was like, oh, these are big white boy thugs and stuff. I was going in on it yesterday. And I know
touchy
they was
topic.
mad at that. And they was like, yeah, all right, we got you. This is
Super touchy topic.
yeah,
Super touchy
super
topic.
touchy.
And that's
That's
you
why I
right.
say
That's another thing Rich
I'm
and them
not
not
dealing
doing. They're
with
not
that.
touching on them super touchy topics.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
this is what I had told you, and then I saw the word "pose," um, that you will be under attack. So they're giving you some rope. We don't have freedom of speech. We
yeah.
don't have freedom of speech.
You don't.
We are under the controls. They're saying we are a slave, and we're gonna make money off of you with ads, and we're gonna demonetize you to whip you, and that's why I always tell you, sa.neter, there are some things that you cannot say because they have their own algorithm as to when to begin to attack you, and this is not the time right now to be attacked.
Right.
So
I agree.
so Jabari has one toe in Kemet, and the rest of the body's in metaphysics. And so what he did was, and well, first, what I disagreed with his statement, and I have his whole statement somewhere. I just can't find it. Um, the what he did was say, let me just start with
Hey,
part of.
hey, Reggie, I'm sorry, man. I got to keep stopping you because I got my man Philip Barnes in the building. Philip Barnes, we got the debate coming up because I got to let you know you don't never get notifications either. You always tell me that. And here's the date. The date is on here. And I'm definitely send it to you. And I'm going to send you the link as well so you can be able to get it. Get it. All right. There it is right there. We got Dr.
Real
Reggie.
quick before you go back to Reggie, real
Hold
quick on the
on,
same
brother.
topic.
I'm talking, brother. Hold on.
Wait,
Oh,
just
yeah.
to help you with the
Yo,
ticket
yo, yo,
thing.
yo. Hold on. I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to let you get it. We got Dr. Reggie going up against Brother Jabari, for those of y'all who don't know. And we got the tickets. The tickets is let me drop that link. For those of y'all who don't know, get your tickets now. Get the early bird ticket. The tickets price will go up in another week and a half. So if you don't get it by next week, be looking for to get the ticket because it's going up next week. I got to pay these brothers, So I just figured. I said, let me do the early bird right quick, and the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. All right, go ahead, brother Kim Netta.
All right, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off or you either, Reggie. I was just gonna say if you schedule the actual show, the actual debate, and then put the link to the tickets in the description, people will always have access to the link and the actual debate so they can get notifications, and they'll be able to anytime from today moving forward, they'll be able to go and click the actual debate and see the link to the tickets in the description. And that way they'll always be able to grab it.
Brother Phillips is going with you, Reggie. Oh man, told you got a hell of a following now, Reggie.
No, I peace to you, brother Philip, and certainly peace to you, Ashay, and brother Kim Netta. So where I am with this is that okay, uh, Jabari made a claim. The Neterus are not literal. That is what I'm saying. They're not literal and actual. And when I hear people say he is saying the Neteru are not real, I say the Neteru are real. I don't believe that's his belief that they are actual and literal. So he puts in his belief, right, that they are actual and literal. And then he says they are forces and energy, and this is how they operate in the universe. Something like that. I'll get the direct quote. I can't find it, but I will get it. Okay, so he puts one toe in Kemet using the Neteru. And then he says that they are real. His belief is they're not literal. And then he says that they're not actual. So how could you say that they are real and then not actual? And then he comes on and he starts talking about he adds forces and energies into the equation. So what they did, what he tried to do is he did not ever want to defend his whole statement because it was incoherent, and he did not want to defend that. So when we get to actually the debate now, he's upset. Watch this. He's upset because he claims that I'm never going to argue a negative position, right? But now this is a tactic because he's not going to argue a negative position. But then in Nile Valley culture itself, you have the affirmations of innocence. You have not have I done such a. So the ancient Egyptians themselves use clauses, right, that deal with negative. It's not, and when it comes to judgment, it's simple. Not have I done this, and what have I done? So
Hey,
now,
let me just say this, brother Reggie,
why you always cut me off?
because I'm trying to help you.
No, you're not. You never try to help me.
Yes, I do, brother. I
You
think
never-
you. Let me tell you where I think you're making a mistake at. I think you're making a mistake
I'm
by
not listening.
worrying too much about what Jabari's going to do and what he's going to bring.
No,
Let me
no.
finish. Let me
I didn't
finish.
even bring that up.
Let me finish. I think you need to focus on you, Reggie, and what you got. And
Oh,
what
I
you're
am.
gonna
This
do,
is
and how you're going to defeat Jabari. And you said it's going to be a late round knockout. So
Yeah.
I think you need to focus more on that.
well, why should I tell you?
Don't worry about what Jabari's trying to do or what he's doing. If you know that, now you set your program up.
No, I have set my program up.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
To the audience, I'm telling you what the tactic is. The tactic is instead of going to a dictionary, right, for the word, he creates his own. He creates his own word, his own phrase, and then that phrase is true. But that's not how it works in scholarship, right? So what he's doing is he's using that the fact that he's a professor and that he is a Kemetic high priest. And what I am not going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to tell you that when it comes to
Now you ain't going to tell me.
because you
I knew you was going to say that because I'm going to tell Jabari.
you will go back and do a whole nother show with Jabari, and then you're going to say, but Brother Reggie's doing this. And that, matter of fact, you're saying,
Yeah, but you don't trust your brother like that, man.
No.
Oh, man.
No,
you really believe that I would go and run and tell Jabari?
Yes, because what you're doing right now with me is the same thing that you would do with Jabari. So I'm telling the community that what Jabari is doing, what he does in debates is he argues, he does tactics, right? So then what he did is that after I know that there are negative statements in the Pert Imheru, the Runu Pert Imheru. So the African does argue negative statements first, not have I done something, right? So now all of a sudden this Kemetic priest doesn't want to apply African clauses, right? He doesn't want to do that. But then he throws in forces and energy. And I'm going to be very, very clear. His forces and energy in his fake, what do you call it? Fake phrase. He uses force and energy. So that's a setup for metaphysics because forces and energy are not direct terms that the ancient people use. So now the question is he shoehorned it into it being literal. But the difference between me and Inky, right? And I'm telling you what I'm doing. The difference between me and Inky is that Inky agreed to when he said Christ, that he was talking about Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. I didn't agree and will not agree, right? Because he's using a debate tactic, right? I will not agree, and I let him. And you was there, sa.neter. Okay. So what do you want, Jabari? What do you want? You don't like the title of the debate. You don't want to argue a negative position, right? Even though it came out your mouth, your Kemetic mouth. You don't want to argue that. So that means you don't want to stand on your 10 toes. So I said, so Jabari, what do you want to argue? He says, well, why don't we do or the natural literal? So now what he does is he does another tactic, which he makes the whole debate abstract. The difference between me and Inky is that Inky's mistake was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna argue Jesus Christ." I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to argue, but I am going to argue what is literal. Now, I'm going to tell you another thing, family, right? And this deserves your support, a donation. It's Jabari, even though we argue with the Christians and the Hebrews, and we argue with these other groups, Jabari, because every time you ask him to read something in the meta-neter, he has some excuse. Oh, in my shrine, my family member is an expert, right? Oh, I don't have to read that for you, brother. You tell me what it is, brother. Okay, well, what he doesn't understand is that he's looking at the pictures just like the Henetui, where you see the phallus that's pointing to the mouth. He's doing a Hebrew move. He's looking at that. He's looking at that whole image as if it's symbolic. But what he doesn't understand and what he can't do is look into the text to see what the writing is. But now, so the writing is talking about the neteru. The writing is making little statements about the neteru. It's saying that Geb is the father of the neteru. Geb is the father of the neteru. It's saying that, but you will never see him say that because he's not reading it. So he's making Nile Valley culture figurative and symbolic, not symptomatic, right? And he's not dealing with the writing. So the difference between me is I'm going to deal with the writing. And he is, whatever he says, yeah, he's a beginner. I'm a beginner medium. I'm a beginner, sometimes medium, meta-neter reader, but he's a beginner. And if he's a beginner, he's not that Hem-neter Tepi. He's a wild priest. He's the one who cleans and dusts. He cleans and dusts the statues, right? He's not the Hem-neter Tepi. It's all this craziness. He gonna use the word shrine, and then all of a sudden, all of a sudden he's gonna change the word of a shrine. Oh, he's a shrine. It's a shrine of Ma'at. Well, we know what a shrine is. We can look at the dictionary. We don't need him to gloss over what he's saying about his shrine, right? We can look in the dictionary. He never had a shrine. He never had a shrine. What he has is a statue of Ma'at, but he has a statue of a lot of, but Ma'at is not in a closed booth. It doesn't have offerings like African people give offerings. He don't feed and dress it, right? He never talks about that. He does a two-step wet while wet, fake wet while wet, opening of the way. That's what he does. So now on this debate, if you really want to know, this is a very sophisticated debate. It's not about Jabari being a shoehorn and say, well, I meant literally some picture. If you think that, fine, I'm not going to argue. If I see a picture, I'm going to look at the writing. So the writing is more significant than the vignettes. Am I wrong, Ashe? Because once the writing
is telling you what you're looking at. Exactly. We need the writing. The writing is the most important piece. If you ask me, that's the descriptor.
Right. So when you so it is the actual literal words of what is happening in the scene. So he's doing what the Hebrews do, but he's claiming that he's against the Christians and the Hebrew for misinterpreting the text. But we have the translations. Well, some pieces you don't have the translations for. You don't have it. So where this debate is I didn't get shoehorned into a conversation with sa.neter and Jabari where we discuss what literal is.
Nobody is the toughest, it's the roughest. You come to get your mind right. No time for bluffing. The HOK is the toughest, it's the roughest. Only the wise stand tall when the truth starts crushing.
So I asked you, Reggie, the HOK is the toughest, is the roughest. Let's hear that again.
The HOK is the toughest, it's the roughest. You come to get your mind right, no time for bluffing. The HOK is the toughest, it's the roughest. Only the wise stand tall when the truth starts crushing.
Only the wise stand tall
Yeah.
when the truth starts crushing. So let me ask you, brother, did Jabari crush your bubble yesterday when he made you run off the platform?
No, I told you I had to go. Stop helping him. I
Okay.
told you
No, I'm not, brother. How am I helping him? He's not here. What are you talking about? I'm
No,
just
but-
asking you a question.
No,
'Cause
I
know
left.
you jet it off the platform.
I left. I had to do a chore, and then when I was in the street, I called back in. But
Okay.
right. So no, he didn't. But what he did was he used the time that I wasn't there to run his game.
Hey, let me ask you, Cam Netter. Cam up, Cam Netter. Where you at? Who you going with, Cam Netter, and why? Break it down. Don't be afraid. Who you going with and why?
I already said based off from what I did in my studies, I was going with Jabari based off the not based off the presentation, based on the title and how I've seen what I've seen so far. That I was going with Jabari. I'm not hiding that.
Okay. Your name is Kim Netter. You got a Kim Netter name. Reggie might start hitting you, brother.
Yeah.
Reggie might start hitting.
I'm not worried about
I wanna
nobody
say
taking no
this.
shots.
And then we got Assault 7. He got the Kemetic name as well.
Before you bring on somebody else, let me say this real quick, Sa.
Go ahead.
Cause just to add on and piggyback off of Reggie, man, I think it's been crazy these last couple of days watching this is my personal interpretation of a play on the ignorance of the people. When we dealing with Hebrew, right, and even development of Christianity, we got this guy Jabari coming at us like we dumb, talking about, I know we've been dealing with westernized and religion. No, first of all, bro, we're historians like you. We know the history of this stuff just like you. And just like what's going on with Kim, these are ancient Near East cultures, right? Hebrew didn't start over here in America. Christianity didn't start in America. So if anyone like run that past us was kind of crazy and try to fly that over our heads, like what we not looking at is what we not looking at. So when we make statements like what you're doing is the same thing that the Hebrew Israelites are doing, that the Christians are doing, he try to shoot us off with I know we've been looking at the Western. No. All this stuff started very, very close to each other, actually. Christianity starts in Egypt itself, starts in Kemet. Well, Egypt, but you get what I'm saying. So that's the development of it. And it would be craziness for a Hebrew priest to tell me that his God is not literal. How do we? It's hard to work with. That's hard to work with, brothers.
Well, I think that sometimes some people see it, some people don't. Some people don't see the metaphysical move, right? I could tell you that Egyptian scholars that study Egyptology, and even our own scholars do not agree with Jabari. They don't agree with Jabari on the way that Jabari glossed and used forces, impersonal forces, and energies. They don't agree with that. But he will say it and make the claim, and it seems to have strength. So someone like Kim Netter that's on, hey Kim Netter, how you doing, man? Kim Netter, how you doing?
I'm all good. You know, you my boy, and it ain't nothing personal. But that's just my choice in the debate. But go ahead. What's going on?
I'm not your boy. Jabari's your boy, right?
That's your opinion now. But prior to this debate, I said you my boy. I said I'm just going with Jabari on this debate, is what I said.
Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. And that's cool. But you're not my boy on this debate. You're a Jabari boy. So let me ask you a question. So Kim Netter, we're dealing with African culture, right? We're dealing with an African culture that writes, right? So how much do you put in as far as weight when they start writing? How much weight do you put in?
Well, the writing is the weight,
Oh, the writing is the weight, right?
right?
So now, so when they are natural, which are individual neters combined, and they talk about each and every one of them. When they talk about each and every one of them, do they talk figuratively, metaphorically, or do they talk, for example, how can I say, direct, literal? When they talk about the natural, are they talking about them literally, or are they talking about them symbolically? Just want to ask you a question.
You get some of both.
Oh, of give me an example of a phrase. Give me an example of a phrase where they're doing both. Where they're doing both. Give me an
Look,
example.
I'm not here to debate you, but if I have to
No,
pull
you're
up
not
an
debating.
example, I'm sure I could find it. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to debate you or argue with you
No.
about it. So I'm not going to do that for the debate, right? You came on yesterday and you argued that Jabari argued about the debate while you wasn't there, but you've done shows on the debate topic and you're doing it now. So I
That's
don't
fine.
really see what's the
No, but I'm
argument.
asking in your intelligent mind because I'm just trying to understand how our audience thinks. So if I asked you in the ancient Egyptian language, how do you know something is a direct statement of truth, right? Or something is a metaphor, right?
And you go to the writing and you see how they
Oh,
wrote it.
right. So when they talk about the Neteru, right, you say that you can see both cases. And
See your wife says.
I'm saying that in the if we
Am I
if
lying?
uh I it's not, well, I'll put it like this. You see more of a direct statements of fact than you see of metaphors. Let me give you an
But to
example of
say,
metaphor.
but wait, real quick, Reggie. To say you see more of is to agree with you see both, but you see more of one. So you just proved my point that you see both.
No, wait. Um, I said, but I weighted it. I said you see much more of them speaking about the natural in a literal form, and you see some, but not a lot.
Yeah, but you asked me to show you an example of where you can see both. You
Right.
just agreed that it's both by saying you see more of one of them.
Okay.
You
So in
didn't
the
ask me if it was more of one. You just asked me if they both exist, basically. And
okay,
we just both came to that conclusion.
well, I'm digging down. I'm just digging down because I just have to understand what the audience thinks. So if I show it's weighted, and let's say you have 80% direct literal statements, and you have 20% non-literal statements, right? Then you would say that if you've seen the facts, you would say that okay, they're talking more about the literal and the literal format than they are, even though there are some. Uh, so you would say with a preponderance of evidence that there is more direct statements of the meta nature, and that's what the Egyptologists and our scholars believe. Now I'm gonna give you a metaphoric statement. Uh, uh, we stand before the Cometiyu like Apis. Okay, we stand before the Cometiyu like Apis. Now, that is a metaphor, right? But the metaphor goes with the Netaru. It connects to the Netaru. Somebody got their line open. Okay. So that clause, we stand before the Cometiyu like Apis, right? That's a very, that's what Ashe is talking about. Now, Apis is a Neter, right?
Yes.
And they're saying that we stand before, these are human beings, and so the human beings are being like Apis. But that doesn't hurt it doesn't hurt the argument of who the Neteru is, because the Apis is the Neteru. So when I give you a clause like that, and I tell you I know elements of the meta neter that makes it a metaphor, right? Because I can transliterate it, and then I can actually see the grammatical constructions of the phrase. So then I would parlay that into lots of other phrases to show that it is direct literal, and they're talking about the Neteru. And that's what Dr. Richetti taught us. And anybody who's a student of Dr. Richetti would know a word called philology. Anybody who learned from Baba Bonacci, Dr. Richetti, Dr. Mario Beatty, Dr. Theophilo Benga, any of the great meta-neter teachers, they would know how the writing is constructed. Now, I don't want to change your mind, but what you are going to see in this debate is academics. You're going to see methodology, right? What Jabari gave to the public was nothing close to methodology. There's nothing that you could construct from what he said as methodology, so he doesn't have a point. So, okay. So I just wanted to let you and the audience.
All right. Let me go to my man, 7.5. What's up, brother?
Oh, and I'm not going to be on long. If the people don't support me, I'll just see them at the debate. Buy the ticket, because I'm not wasting. I'm not.
All right, hold on, Asar. Let me bring on Elder Yara. Yara, what's up, brother?
Hey, peace and blessings to you.
Who you going with this debate and why?
I'm going with Dr. Reggie.
Oh my God! See that, Reggie? You got a hell of a support cast coming up.
I'm going with Dr. Reggie, and it's not personal, but what it is that when it's Jabari thinks he's going to win this debate on a semantic wordplay, right? On a semantic wordplay. We know in modern times, right, that the neters were not literal beings. We know that, right? But in that ancient time, in the ulterior text, in the coffin text, written on the walls, that those people believed that those neters were indeed real and literal. Now, when you go back and you talk about, I've been hearing a lot of talk about the Apis bull. They believe that there was a real, literal deity, a neter. And how do we know that? Because they had a whole entire priesthood dedicated to it, as well as they found an Apis bull or a bull in a sarcophagi, which means he would have been given the same type of ceremony, the same type of worship and deification that any deity would have been given in ancient Kemet, in their procession, in their funeral procession. This is a semantic word. This is a semantic wordplay.
Don't you do that for him?
It's disingenuous for Jabari to do this when we know he knows better. He's playing on the ignorance of this HOK audience, right? And it's egregious in my opinion, but
that man
it's not my debate. Now when he says
drop a stink bomb, he's stinking it up.
It's both literal and Kemetic science.
Everybody, let the brother finish. Let him finish, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna park my car. In Kemetic science today, the modern Kemetic science, which is important to bring up the fact that Jabari is a Kemetic priest who has his own temple, who postulates to be a Kemetic priest, who supports Kemetic science, which is not the same thing, even though you have remnants and tenets of certain things that they did in ancient times. It is not the same. These people were not doing this mishmash, this hodgepodge of Kemetic science rituals that they see today. They were not doing that. There was no priest in ancient times that would resemble what Jabari does today in his temple combined.
All right. That's enough.
It did not exist.
All right. Now, Seven Asar, you can clean this up if you want to, if you think you could, going up against Yara. But I'm going to tell you something. Ashe, Reggie have converted Ashe now, Asar. Can you believe that, Seven? Reggie have converted.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, brothers.
Ashe was rolling with Jabari, and I don't know what the hell Reggie did, but now
Reggie didn't do nothing.
Reggie have converted Ashe, and he's rolling hard with Reggie too.
I didn't convert Ashe.
Yeah. He didn't convert Ashe. Ashe came up with that on his own conclusion because he's hanging on to the opposite bull. That's his contention. Me and him have already had that discussion, right? But and Elder Yara, me and him has had back and forth many a times. What he said is just the same Elder Yara talk, right? It really isn't based on any real fact. It's just his opinion. But
I can show you. I can give you a proof text. I can show you. I can give you a source.
I'll let you speak, and I didn't even say nothing. Why are you speaking when I'm talking?
I can give you a source.
I didn't ask you for any of that. I'm speaking now. You spoke.
Yeah, right. Let him go.
Now, let's talk about when the scribes wrote these texts, right? So when the story of Nut, right, when Nut swallowed Ra and passed Ra through her celestial body and birthed Ra, which symbolized the rebirth of the sun, right? Right? In modern way, in modern sense, we would look at it, it was like the rising and the setting of the sun, right? But it was the rebirth of the sun, right? When the scribes was writing this text, did they see Nut swallow Ra? Or was it the literal, was it a symbolic script?
Bring it out.
Script of watching the sun set and rise, or the earth rotating. They didn't know it was a rotation at that time. They may have, I don't know. But we know that is a symbolization of the earth, of the sun rising and setting, right? But did the scribes actually see Nut swallowing Ra? We know they did not, right? And you're insulting our intelligence when you tried to tell us that they did, right? And we know that it's literal and metaphoric because there is a literal sun that they're looking at, but they're using metaphors to describe it. So there's your literal and metaphoric in the same text.
Bring it out.
Of what they were speaking, right? But we don't want to. We don't want to deal with that because we hate a person, not the information, and the information that we once agreed upon. Now the person who has risen to a certain plateau is dealing with jealousy, envy.
Hold on. I gotta stop you, Asar. Who are you saying this about? Hate, jealousy. Who are you talking about?
Just one person. No, this is not just one person.
Okay.
Talking about Yara.
This is a body of people. Right? This is a body of people. This is a body of people who display these attributes, right? And they come on and be disingenuous in their character because they claim to want a certain type of standard for themselves, but when that standard is reversed on them, they cry and complain. You can't speak upon someone speaking about you when you're not here, when you do it constantly. You create whole shows about someone who's not there, right?
Put a name on it, Seven. Name on it.
I shouldn't have to, because if you're a viewer of House of Consciousness, you know who that name is. There's no need for me to do that. I've said the name many times before. And it seems when the name is said, as we've seen with our brother Kim-Netter, as soon as our brother Kim-Netter said he disagreed with this person, they are no longer brothers, right?
Man.
And that is the shame of it, because we allow disagreement in scholarship, not calling myself a scholar. But we allow disagreement and scholarship to mess with the brotherhood. Because this brother is still my brother.
With a K.
And this brother is still my brother. I'm talking, I didn't even speak when you were speaking. I didn't even speak when you were speaking.
Reggie, hold on, please. I'm trying to get my channel back up and running. Try to stay away from that word. Let's do this right. But I need him to finish, Reggie. So let him finish.
But the Nikki with the K, right?
Reggie, let him finish, brother. Brother, let him finish. Let him finish, brother.
No, but he got to tell the whole truth.
All right.
I'm telling the whole truth. I'm telling the whole truth. Not the truth according to Reggie, right? That's your truth. I'm telling the facts. I'm telling the facts. And it seems like when the facts get displayed, someone's feelings get hurt and they crash out, right? So as I said, as we get back to the debate, right, we're going to see whose scholars agree with who. Because in my study, and from what I've seen, the scholars agree with Jabari. There's a consensus across the board that keeps coming up. And it's not in agreement with Brother Reggie. So we're going to see this Thriller in Manila, this Rumble in the Jungle, this Ale versus Frazier. And we will see where the truth lies. And I'll land my plane there.
All right. Hey,
sa.neter, can I respond to him really quickly about a point that he said?
Yeah.
Okay, when he says that the people of ancient Kemet, first of all, he killed himself. He said in modern times, we view it as it being not literal. You're absolutely right.
I never said that. I never said that.
You did. Rewind it, because that's what
you said. Let him go.
No, I didn't say that.
So let me show you where he dies again and where Reggie is going to destroy Jabari, right? Because when he says the ancient people of Kemet never saw Newt, the priests never saw Newt, they never saw, that's a lie. You know what they did? If you look into their cosmology, when they were looking at the stars, and the star appeared, and the sun appeared, and there was an eclipse, they believed that the sun was swallowing these things because they could not see them in the sky. That's what the scholars say. And I'll leave that up to Reggie because I know he has the sources for that. That is exactly what they believed. That was the only way they could explain it. And so that's what they wrote down, that's what they drew, and that's what they taught to their children. That was their school. They weren't saying all these things we know they're just symbol, they're not real, but we're gonna sacrifice women to them. We gonna have the Nasut, we're gonna have him ejaculate in the Nile River because we don't believe none of that. It's only symbolic. Man, get up out of here, man. We can read. We can read.
Oh my God! Hold on. I got a panel full of Reggie lovers here tonight. God damn. We got Kassar here.
We deep.
Hold up. We got Brother Gideon here. Maybe. I think I'm rolling with a star 7 on this one right here when he talked about a body of haters here now. God damn. Oh man.
That's crazy.
I think I'm rolling with a star 7.
I should have the ability to respond. Okay, so when I hear stuff like that from somebody like Devin Star, who says talks about jealousy and hate, he doesn't talk about his love and his love for Jabari. So I think where he's coming from is a place of hate from my work, and he's coming to a place of love, but that's in his own mind of Jabari, because Jabari doesn't even know him. It's pitiful when Jabari comes on and Seven Asar tries to say, yeah, I really be banging for you, and Jabari be like, yeah, thanks, brother. Have a nice day. So right, have a nice day. So that's that man love. Look, it comes down to what people who are battle ready say, right? That's Brother Yara, Brother Ashe, King J is here, right? I've seen Omar talk, and now and just Kassad is battle ready. What it really comes down to it is that the person who claims that they are the Kemetic priest is narrating something, and many of you don't have the capability to understand where you're being misled. Now, Jabari, yeah, he calls himself a scholar and a professor. He doesn't have any published peer-reviewed writing on Kemet. Nothing, right? But he calls himself a scholar and calls himself a professor. He is a professor. He's a professor in African studies. I don't know what line he's on, but he's a professor there. But that doesn't equate to being an expert on ancient Egypt. But what counts is that if you have a published paper, peer reviewed, which he does not have. Now, I wrote a paper about the Happy Ankh, the Apis bull, right? In my paper, I specifically talked about that as relating to Kemet because they were Kim bulls, black bulls. The issue is I refuse to play semantic games. I'm going to show you what the text says. I'm going to show you what's literal, and I'm going to show you what's not literal. So if you're what Seven Asar did and what Jabari is doing is that they're really showing you that they hate Kemet because they don't respect the belief system of ancient Egypt. So they want to say it's symbolic. They want to say it's symbolic now. So once you do that, then you hate the culture because much of what Africans did, right, was something we call symptomatic. That's how they communicated with people. And in many cases, that's what they believed. So now you're going to tell me that they didn't believe that, right? And so the problem is that you have a Kemetic priest who's doing cosplay on Nile Valley culture, right? And now it's going to the rest of African culture. Because surely Ogun, Shango, Yemiya, right? The Abosom in Ghana, right? And many of the other Akan deities, they were drawn figuratively. You can see them on gold weights. You can see them on etchings. You can see the stone, the cattle stone in Napa Playa. And you can see many stones in Southern Africa, right? So once you see that, then that's
all right.
No, you can't cut me off. You cannot cut me off. That's their belief system. Now all of a sudden Africans don't have any agency. They don't have agency. And that's what this debate is about.
All right. Hold up for 1 minute, Reggie. 1 minute, brother. We got Kassad, Gideon, Unk, King J, Omar Muhammad, Elder Yara, and Ashe. God damn. And they all rolling with Reggie. If this not the greatest hating team,
okay, I'm out.
Sorry, brother.
Yo, I told you about this. I told you about this. Send me the contract.
Yo, stop crying, man. Man, you crying too damn much.
Send me the contract, yo. People want to come here and talk.
Aqua did it, man.
Y'all gotta leave Brother Reggie alone, bro. Straight up, y'all gotta leave Reggie. Y'all gotta leave Reggie alone.
Leave Brother Reggie alone. Leave him alone.
I'm gonna do something very little. You send me your contract.
Y'all want to see Jabari get beat up so bad?
No. You send me the contract.
I didn't do anything wrong. All I said was that's it. Now, come on, Reggie. You wilding out for nothing, bro.
No, I'm not wilding out. You send me the contract.
Let me ask you, who you going with and why, brother? Who you rolling with?
So of course I gotta give respect and say shalom to the master architect, Brother Sa, because while other is playing checkers, Sa is always playing chess. So I always gotta tip my hat off to the master architect. Even though I disagree with my brother Sai, he's definitely a good and a solid brother. So let's hop back on subject right quick. See, here's the thing here. People want to deny Brother Reggie because what? Reggie hasn't so-called be in a formal debate, but we gotta forget. Brother Reggie is the king of information and the king of pulling up sources and research. So we can't throw that aside about Brother Reggie. But is Brother Reggie gonna have his hands full? Absolutely, yes. Because guess what? We just can't. Hold on. Even us Hebrew brothers, we can't deny the brother Jabari, because what? Jabari is accredited. He has loads of accolades. He's well studied. He's diabolical and he's very strategical. But we just can't forget about Reggie. So what? Reggie is a brother like Omar. We may stutter a little bit. We may be a little bit all over the places. We ain't got to use all these big words. We just kick the information. So I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be a battle of battles. It's going to be very legendary. But I have Reggie edging it out. And I'm going to tell you how Reggie is going to edge it out. Reggie is going to edge this out by the Q&A. It's not going to be by the rounds, because I think if we look at it, if they go round for round, Jabari is going to make excellent points. Brother Reggie is going to make excellent points. But I think where Reggie can thrive at is the Q&A. And during that Q&A, Brother Reggie will have the upper hand to back Jabari against the wall. So speaking, and I don't want to give too much away, things like the Apis Bull, because guess what? I've been listening around. I've been listening to Brother King J dealing with that TLA. Nasty work to the Brother King J with that TLA. Smash Rockwell. Nasty work dealing with that TLA.
All right.
Hold on. I'll land right quick. Side. Thanks for giving me the floor. I'll land right quick. So what we got to look at is who's gonna make their mark and land their premises to land the death blow strike to put the opponent down. I'll mute out. Thanks, I appreciate it, brother. Sorry.
And I will bet anybody next when this debate is over, that Omar will be right back on Reggie head. Pause. Because when Reggie start banging on you Israelites again, Elder Yara, Gideon, Omar, y'all will be right back banging on Reggie when it's all said and done.
Kassad.
Yeah, Kassad. So y'all can get ahead. I mean, it's good.
I'll wait for my turn, Kassad. I did want to respond. No sweat.
Yo, my man, I'm talking. So, y'all have y'all fun now. And Reggie deserved this, because I'm glad that there's a lot of people that support my brother. I'm happy about that. But let me go on over to Brother Gideon and let's see what Gideon got to say. Gideon, who you rolling with and why?
Shalom, all praise to the Most High, man. What's up, Sal? Man, I'm going with Reggie, man. Reggie, like you said, man, that's the master researcher, man. He been putting in work, man. What I want to say is kind of telling to me that, I mean, where is Comedic Brothers at? You know what I'm saying? Where the Comedic community at in support of Reggie? They like they make it seem like Reggie doing a lot of hating, but it seems like it's the other way around, because I know somebody agree with what Reggie's saying, just not Tahuti with the spider crawling over him, huh? So, shout out to Brother Reggie, man. Stay on your square, bro.
All right, let me go to Kassad. Kassad, Who you rolling with and why, brother?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you know I'm rolling with Reggie on this topic. And
Reggie
I
got
want
the Hebrews locked in.
I want to clear up something. It ain't about no Jabari hate
Yes,
and no.
yes, it is, brother. Stop it.
No, it ain't. Let me talk. So let me talk.
Talk,
It ain't
brother.
about
Go ahead.
no Jabari hate, and it ain't even about whether or not I'm cool with Reggie. I can, and I say no when I say bring something that's a fact of something. I will agree with him. It's that simple. The point of the fact is the Egyptians didn't say that this stuff is not literal. The Egyptians didn't say that this stuff was just supposed to be some type of principle. When you had Jabari on with us the last show with all the Hebrews and stuff, it wasn't Kassad saying that the Egyptians thought this stuff was literal. We brought the scholars that said that the Egyptians thought this stuff was literal. We brought the sources from the Egyptians themselves that said that they thought this stuff was literal.
You there? You there, Kassad? Kassad, you went out. You went out, brother. Okay, let me move on over to Unk. Unk, I guess you dropped it yesterday. You let us know who you rolling with and why. Let us know again in case we got new people in the building.
I just think as an atheist, as a real black atheist, as a pillar in the conscious community for reason, I think it's very, very disrespectful that we take away indigenous African agency from the damn conversation. I'm tired of y'all damn African Americans. African Americans want the indigenous African people to be everything but African. They got to do everything the way you do it. They got to see everything the way you see it. They got to name the colors the way you name the colors. They got to literally be under the yoke of colonialism, racism, white supremacy. Well, I'm here to tell y'all that those indigenous people ain't see no white people like that. They was indigenous. They own their land. They created their own religion. We ain't talking about Bible. They created their own culture. No white people, no outside people. They envisioned a vision without systemic racism in their lives. And for y'all to take that away from them, I'm disappointed in the African American community, bro.
What are you talking about, brother? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about
Thank
it.
you.
I don't think none of y'all will get it. And this
I don't get it. We talking about something else, and you talking about something totally different.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about anybody that act like that those indigenous Africans didn't have a belief system with a myriad of beliefs, void of African Americans trying to tell them how they prayed, how they worship, how they did what they did is a travesty. So just because y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm that dude. And what I'm saying is, Asar 7, let them indigenous Africans believe the way they believe. Let them construct colors the way they want to construct colors. Stop making them something that they never said they was. They never understood black and racial constructs like we do. We can't envision the world without all that stuff. Jabari can't envision the world where indigenous Africans would literally believe in the things they said out their mouth. Y'all can't see that because we atheistic in our approach to religion. All of y'all just act like y'all not. I listen. So when you put your ideas on them back in the past, hey bro, you messed up their whole indigenous thing. That's how they reconstructed their religion, was based off of the ground, based off the river, based off the trees, based off the interaction with each other. They are indigenous people with their own ideas, with their own concept. So let me finish my point. My point is, when you get in the study of indigenous people, let them have indigenous African agency. You might not like it. It might not sound right to you. You might don't want them to believe that way. But can they at least have that, because they was people and they was free. That's my stand.
Ashe, let me ask you something before you go.
I got cut off 3-4 times. Go ahead, Ashe.
I said this, Ashe. Let me ask you. You said you finna leave. Let me ask you something before you go.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm just saying, everybody dove in, but go ahead.
No. I'm passing right back to you.
Brother Reggie, 1 second. Brother Reggie will be back. If I have to talk on this because I received nothing yesterday on the whole way in.
You just got $50, brother.
No, I did not.
Oh, I thought you said you received $50 a day.
No, I'm not coming back on. I'm not coming back on until I did some support. right?
You gotta do your own stream because Sal.
No, it's fine. So listen, I have enough people here who I respect, right? Who I respect to carry the day. But if you want to hear some points about the debate, right, and how I will examine it, for some of you to go back and tell your boy, your dude, right, your how can I say?
Yeah, how can you say it, man?
Some of you have associations, the H association. You can, but listen, I'm here. I'll be listening, but I'll let Shay, Ankh, and
They dove in on me.
All right, bye.
I sat here for an hour and listened to this whole conversation.
All right, go ahead, Ashay.
No, I just want to ask you something. I'm gonna give it to you real quick, man. So you don't believe Jabari when he say that that the ancient Comedics had the term Tamahu, and that meant the created white man.
Yeah,
what
that's
you think
cap.
about that?
I say that's cap. That's pseudoscientific. It's ridiculous. These are Libyans. It's in the text. Anybody to read the text knows that, right? Matter of fact, Libyans, Nubians, and Egyptians came out of the Green Sahara. Okay, and that's detailed in the Brooklyn Museum. Y'all can go there right now. If you call the Libyans white people just because they was light skinned, that's your racism. That's because your opinion has been formed by colonial.
Who means, huh?
It's the name for the Libyans.
And what it mean?
Nothing. It's just
you don't know.
It's a tribe. I don't have to know.
No, you don't have to know. You're gonna say Jabari. If you're gonna say Jabari wrong, then you must know the answer, brother.
This is why people do
Got
this.
him.
This is why people do this.
Do what?
Why the hell is sa.neter jumping in that?
Brother, because I'm here to talk too, brother. I'm not just
nothing. It's the name of the tribe.
Jabari is wrong, then you have to know the answer to Tamahu.
I don't have to. It's the name of the daggone tribe. What's wrong with you?
What it means? What does it mean?
Tamahu was never the name of a tribe, though.
It don't mean that.
Wow.
Okay.
But you don't know what it means. You know what it means, but you don't know what it means.
You know what I don't like?
How does that make sense?
I don't like when I get my turn, I get interrupted with a whole bunch of craziness. And then when I do it, I'm the bad guy around here.
Yeah, just remember, no profanity, brother. No matter how bad you get, and me too.
I'm not
out. So
okay. I ain't.
And please let me speak next, sa.neter. Please let me speak next.
They gotta respect the brother for saying he don't know, man.
No, hold on. I'm saying that's an easy lookup, bro. We don't gotta fight over that. That doesn't change the fact that the Libyans came out the Green Sahara and they're not white people, no matter what the hell the name means. That's the point. And what y'all did is called a tactic. It's called Martin Bailey. Okay, my fault. Molten Bailey. Where you can't defend the position and you retreat to a position you can defend. Well, Uncle, if you don't know what that name means, then you don't understand, or you don't know who the people are. I am telling you who the people are. I'm telling you their origin out of the Green Sahara, and they are an indigenous African people with the tattoos and all that. That's indigenous African people on the walls. They're not white people. Okay,
so you saying Jabari don't know that? If he's going to use this word, he's a historian, and he's saying Tamahu. You mean Jabari don't know that these are indigenous African people?
I think a Saw 7 does all of us an injustice because he keeps propping up Jabari as if Jabari was the Egyptologist. Jabari and Reggie are on the same playing field. Neither one of them.
Oh, hell no.
Yo, I'm going to say this again. Y'all playing with me. Don't make me do a show. Okay? His credentials do not make him more qualified than Reggie. Y'all tripping right now. Not less. Jabari is an Egyptologist, and if he's not, they on the same. Matter of fact, Jabari on the same playing field as the rest of us. Y'all just don't know it. Y'all just think it's something that is not. Not me.
He never said he was an Egyptologist, brother. He never claimed that.
Okay, so if he's not an Egyptologist, then you're on the same playing field as us.
He's a historian.
No, he's not a historian of indigenous Nile Valley culture because you would have to be an Egyptian.
A historian of African culture. He have a degree on Africana studies, brother. He have a degree on Africana studies.
No, so which would include Nile culture.
Include that, brother. Egypt doesn't include it.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune into the show when I'm going to show you what credentials really are.
You know what I want to see next,
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
You know what I want to see next?
Don't play with me.
See your ass in the ring with Jabari.
Man, don't play with me.
That's what I want to see.
I think Anka beat him up. No, I'm real talk. Real talk.
Yo, you ain't see the conversation Unk had with Jabari on the couch?
I'm talking about
if Ankh had the opportunity to pick this up, if Ankh picked the subject and Ankh take him on, as far as him being spooky, if Ankh take him on being spooky, Ankh could whoop him.
Wait a minute. Did y'all see the conversation on the couch? Then look, it was so wild. He had to try to get me on the way I pronounce words. He never addressed the information. See, y'all keep getting tricked by the flim, 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 boom. But if you slow that conversation down and say, damn, Uncle was right.
And that's why I think Ankh could get him.
The word Manethos wrong. See how I'm saying it right now? Manethos. Right? I said it wrong on the thing. He knew who the hell I was talking about. Why the focus on that? Because it's something he don't know and understand. Y'all used to getting tricked like that. Remember, I'm that dude that ain't listening to none of that. See, I think different. I think with a scientific mind. And I'm never saying, Ashe, if Ashe say something right and he pronounced the word wrong, I'm never focused on the fact that he pronounced the word wrong. I'm focused on the fact that what he said was right. Then later on, we can talk about, you can pronounce it like this, but not some people. It's a tactic, y'all. And the fact that y'all don't see these tactics, that's why y'all keep getting tricked. I'm saying it now. Egyptologists are the ones that reconstruct the language, reconstruct the religion, and reconstruct the culture in a scientific manner. All right. A historian of Africana studies don't do none of that. And the fact that y'all think that, y'all capped out and I'm done. Go ahead, Astar.
Can I please get in?
Please let me speak.
Go ahead, Astar. Go ahead.
Can I get in after? Because I fell off.
First, I have to say this, brother sa.neter, because you are a witness. How many times have you said, have I said, have Jabari said that we know the people believed? How many times have we said that, sa.neter?
We always say that all the time.
How many people on this panel today, including Brother Reggie, are intimating that we are saying that the people don't believe? All of them, right?
Right.
All of them have said that. And I've constantly told them, from show to show to show, we know the people believe. But what's the title of the debate, sa.neter?
Are the Neteru literal?
Not if the people believe if the Neteru are literal. And you constantly get these people bringing these narratives up because they want to change the argument because they can't win that one. They can't win it. And you know what's so ironic? This is a Kemetic debate. But all of Reggie's supporters are non-Kemetic. That should say something.
Oh, forget me.
There's no Kemetic scholars up here.
I'm Kemetic. I'm supportive.
One Kemetic brother. One Kemetic brother. I stand corrected, Ashe. One Kemetic brother.
I support Reggie.
Okay. But it's still out. You're still outnumbered, brothers.
That don't make them wrong.
You're outnumbered in the community because the consensus, you're outnumbered in your community. Let me speak.
They some of the most consistent researchers in the community.
Can I speak without you interrupting, please?
Oh, let them speak, y'all.
I know it hurts, right? Because the consensus agrees with Jabari. You go ask Chat GPT, it's gonna say what Jabari say. You go look up Egyptologists, as Unc would like to put all the onus on, this white coined term by Europeans. He seems to favor European scholasticship over Africans. That's what he does. And he speaks on taking agency from the ancient Kemetic people. I have to say this again. I have never taken any agency, and it is not only a weak argument, but you're creating a straw man argument because you can't win the debate. We respect, sa.neter respects, I respect, Jabari respect what those people believed, but we know what literal means, and we've looked up the definition. My brother Ashe did it the other day. And it says anything that is literal is without metaphor, exaggeration. It is what it is. So if it is a bull and you start putting all the different concepts on the bull to name it an apis bull, then it is no longer a literal bull. It is an Apis bull. It is an allegory when you speak of Apis bull. But yet we have people here who used to think that way, but there is a surrounding hate, a growing disdain for the Floyd Mayweather of the HOK. And the power, hold on, I just want to say the power that you have, sa.neter, I'm going to end it right after this sentence. The power that you have is unmatched by anybody on the YouTube channels when it comes to this type of thing. And I'll land my plane there.
All right, Kassad, let's go.
Thank you. Can y'all hear me?
We hear you, brother.
Yeah, my bad. My brother had called me. That's why I dropped off. So yeah, all that was nothing but
cheerleading. We hear you, brother. Shalom, brother.
Yo, come on, Omar. What is you doing?
Shalom, Mark. Yeah. All we heard was crying and cheerleading from 7 Star. So and this the one thing I say the answer to me real quick. I say, me and you battled multiple times. I've been on your live stream several times. Who has ever pulled up more comedic text, me or 7 Star? Which one?
I would say you. You did that.
You have, brother.
You definitely have.
That'll make you more
So because we don't subscribe to the comedic text, mean we don't read comedic literature, mean we don't read the scholars on comedic history, mean we don't read the scholars about comedic religion. That's complete nonsense. We side with Reggie because we read this stuff and we know Jabari lying. That's the facts of it. Point blank, period. Now, he just tried to talk about the Apis bull. I want to point out I noticed before I mentioned Apis bull on the other show, nobody really was ever really bringing up that as an argument to show that the gods is literal. But I want to point out something because we keep talking about these people and stuff. We don't have these books and stuff. What is this title right here? What does this says? What is the search for Apis? This is going into the Apis bull burials. This stuff is literal. This stuff is not a game. This stuff is not something that the Egyptians thought wasn't real. We have these books. This is nothing to play with. This y'all playing with the Egyptians' religion and their culture. It's not us. They thought this stuff was literal. And as I was saying before, when we had Jabari on the last show, it wasn't Kassad saying this. I was bringing up the Egyptian text. I was bringing up the scholars. And they were saying that this stuff was literal. They actually gave examples on the Egyptians saying they could communicate with these gods. They summoned these gods, talked to these gods, and they seen these gods. So who is it not literal to? And he keeps saying Jabari didn't say that these. Yes, Jabari did several times. He said the Egyptians didn't say that this stuff was literal. These gods is not literal. The Egyptians are only describing principle. That's what Jabari said. So stop fanboying and lying on Jabari. You're a fanboy and cheerleading right now, 7 Star. You don't know what you're talking about, and it's been exposed several times that you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to ancient Egypt. You just parrot what you hear from Jabari. So now the question becomes, and one last thing I want to point out as another example, when we had Jabari up here and I had the text up,
Omar, can I shoot next real quick?
Jabari admitted that was Amun-Ra talking to the Pharaoh. So the Pharaoh believed that Amun-Ra came and talked to him. So you want to say that that's just supposed to be a principle. That's just supposed to be some metaphorical principle and not actual an entity that they believe came and talked to them and told them to go to war. That's what you want us to believe, but that's not what's in the text. Stop playing with us like we hating on Jabari. No, we know that Jabari, as Unc has pointed out, is not no authority in the ancient Egyptian history, religion, none of that stuff. That is what an Egyptologist is for. Jabari admitted himself he's not an Egyptologist. So you keep trying to put this authoritative position on Jabari. It's completely incorrect. And once again, what scholars have you named as an Egyptologist that is going to agree with Jabari? I haven't seen one yet. I haven't heard y'all name one yet. Not one.
Jabari mentioned yesterday. What are you talking about?
Okay, wait, no. So
I mean, Baba Banachi was with them, and Baba Banachi agrees with him. And Fudizi agrees with him. Agrees with him.
I'm only gonna be
That's a whole bunch of scholars that agree with him. You ain't been watching.
Hold on. I said Egyptologists. I said Egyptologists.
Egyptologists.
I didn't say just any random person you want to name. I said Egyptologists.
Watch this. You can talk.
My apologies, Reggie. I was trying to finish my point. Go ahead,
it's fine. Okay, I'm just going to show exactly what Kassad is talking about. So we have tools now. so we don't have to listen to choir boys in the Kemetic Church. Simple search. Anybody can do this. Simple search. Share my screen. I'm going to share it. Great. Okay. My search was simply, and anybody can do this, right? Because we got to stop the lies, right? So here's my search. What scholars agree with Jabari Asase on how he glosses the Neteru? There does not appear to be any published philological trained Egyptologist who explicitly endorses Jabari Asase's specific gloss of the Neteru, as he presents in his popular lecture. What the record actually shows in the accessible online record, Jabari Asase is cited mainly as an author and a community teacher, not as part of the peer-reviewed Egyptological debate over the meaning of Neteru. The references that mention him group him with other Afrocentric public intellectuals like Kaba Khomeini, Tony Browder, Baba Heru, their ancestor. Again, in community and social media spaces rather than academic philological venues. That's what my debate is going to be on. Searchable discussions that include Jabari's name are largely Facebook groups, debate promotions, and community announcements, and none of them contain statements like X, PhD, University Y agrees with Jabari's glosses over the Neteru. Where scholars are mentioned in those threads, the term is used informally for community figures, not for credentialed specialists in the Egyptian language. Kassai said that, Ankh said that, other people have said that, right? Such as Jennings, Bifio, Josh, or GM. Mainstream etiological treatment of the Neteru. The mainstream, right? Okay, that's what the mainstream says. But the fact of the matter is, this fanboy got up here and lied and says that the Egyptological community, right, agrees with Jabari Asase on the Neteru. They don't even know him. He's not accredited, right? Go sign up for the debate, right? But don't let these people gas you, right? He's a community public intellectual, right? And he's grouped with these people. I'm not going to get a bomb for this, but he's nobody, right? Nobody whatsoever. Now, I could do a search on me, right? I could do the search on me. If you want, I could do it. I could come back and do the search on me. But you lied, 7 Asar. No Egyptological nobody, right, respects Jabari. It's only an
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Yo, Reggie, it's Brother Omar. Can I go real quick after you and 7 Asar respectfully, brothers?
No, Omar.
The data doesn't lie. We have search engines. 7 Asar, he never used a search engine. He's too worried about the hamburgers. He worried about the hamburgers and French fries, right?
Like you? Like you?
All right, come on, y'all. Stop. Let me move on now.
The hamburgers and the French fries, I'm using a metaphor. You're looking at the low-lying information, but because you don't search to see if he's credentialed, you never did that. So that's the hamburgers and French fries.
All right, okay. Y'all right. You there, y'all right?
I'm back off. I'm still. If you want to see more citations from me, right? I'm here. I'll get back in the background. I'll get back in the background, but support your brother Reggie.
Hey Reggie, why you?
All right, Omar, let's go.
Why did I do what, Unc?
Why you, Reggie? You already know you talking too much now, yo.
No, because I'm being transparent. I am not gonna lie.
No, don't be transparent because there ain't nobody else being transparent. What you doing?
I don't mind going after Unc. I don't mind going after Unc, even though sa.neter called my name out. I don't mind going after Unc.
Reggie, listen. No, Reggie, you and I know everybody else is delusional. Everybody else think the man is Egypt top. Think that just because you take people
to Egypt, none of us think he's an Egyptologist. None of us.
You see him. You see. You can hear him. It's only two people talking.
You see the narrative that they're trying to bring up, man.
I ain't say your name, son. Then why you jumping in it? I know you're referee.
Everybody thinks he's in there. No, we don't.
So then, if Asar 7 don't think he Egypt top, he keeps saying he not, but yet he get a man. Did you ever look up the actual thing of the degree that Jabari got? Have you ever looked into Africana studies for real, yo? Seriously, yo, did anybody
have you?
Nigga, that dude.
Like social studies,
The
man.
disrespect for a degree.
Of course I did.
The disrespect, man.
Hold on. I'm not.
It's just incredible. The disrespect.
You're disrespecting him. I get
no,
it, man.
You're disrespecting him. You don't even have a degree. And how hard the time and effort you have to put in to get a degree. I respect that. I respect that, but obviously you don't. And now you're continuously belittling his degree now. Now you're saying research the degree to belittle it. That's what you're doing right now, brother.
I was talking 7-star. Listen, I didn't say research Jabari's actual degree or whether he had one or not. What I said was that if African Americans want to get a degree in Africana studies, look it up. Not having nothing to do with Jabari. It'll tell you the criterion and it'll tell you the specialty areas. That's all I'm saying, bro. And when you read it,
so what are you implying?
And I'm not implying anything. Reggie, I mean, he is an adept professor.
So it's a scholastic degree.
Of course, I'm not taking away from it.
So why are you even mention? So why are you mentioning his degree like it's something that's not something to be respected?
We do respect that he teach at a college and a university. What are you talking about? We don't respect the fact that you acting like he think he Egyptologist and is better than
Ain't nobody acting like that.
We not
he shows and proves with sources.
No,
yes, he does. He does.
Okay,
he's beat you. Well, why don't you get in the ring and debate him?
Listen,
and be a victim. Why don't you get in the ring and be a victim then? Because everybody on this channel is lumped up, right? The cheeks is all swollen because Jabari had slapped him up at one time or not.
So Jabari,
these are all ill content and upset people because Jabari had smacked them up many a times.
No, we're talking about me. You seen him slap me up? No, you seen him slap
you
me
included, Unc. I've seen Jabari smack you up many a times.
I saw. So why don't you slap me up then? I bet y'all beat the brakes off.
So now it's me. It's going to move from Jabari to me now. What we debate about, Unc? What we debate about? If Jabari is an Egyptologist?
No. I want you to hold your master teacher information and debate that. Since Jabari is right,
what are we debating?
Jabari held this book up. Y'all all go back and look at the conversation, ladies and gentlemen. It was Smash Rockwells, it was Jabari, it was Say Cool, and another dude. This dude held this book up. He used the slides from his book. This man flim-flam jaw and said, I'd use this book to teach in my college, right? And the nigga said that this man said the Egyptians was black in this book. He lied to y'all. I pulled it up. I said, yo, the word black not even in the book.
Then debate him on if the Egyptians are black. Debate him.
Let me finish.
You want to debate me on his information?
No, the Egyptians ain't never been black, bro.
Then debate him.
Debate him. He won't do it because he know.
Okay, I don't think he's going to use the word black, right?
So look at me, because he's a professor and he know that would not be professional. He does not teach that in his school. See the difference? That's all I'm saying, Asal.
But you're giving false premises about me and sa.neter, brother. We don't think that Jabari is an Egyptologist. All we do is see Jabari show and prove with sources, and he shows and proves with arguments, and he seems to win them all.
Like what? Because y'all don't understand the argument.
So you know what's funny is you know we take on this information, and because we agree with it, we're Jabari sycophants or fanboys. But Reggie, that's what he wants. Reggie wants a fanboy, a fanship. He gets mad if you disagree with him. If you disagree, we just saw. You have to agree. We saw Kim Netter say that Kim Netter was cool with Reggie. They was cool. Yeah. Talk to each other on the phone. Cool, right?
Good.
Soon as Kim Netter said, I'm not. Well, you not with me. You not my boy. You Reggie's. You Jabari's boy, right? Yeah, he did that same thing to me. I used to donate to his Cash App that Becky Reggie begs about. I used to watch his show to support him, right? But now I'm Reggie's enemy now because I disagree with him on a topic. So
no, that's not true. All y'all watch Reggie. Yeah, all y'all watch Reggie. But Asar, hold on, let's get back to this conversation.
But do you discount what I'm saying? Come on, be honest.
No, Reggie is too mean for this conversation. I told Reggie, I say, Reggie, right now you too mean. You gotta smile and kill Jabari. Right now, you don't do it. Because Jabari is excellent at being mean, but nice at the same time. You get it? You got to match that. You can't be no. Everybody got
But
their.
me and you can disagree, Unc, and we still cool. I'll still come on your show. You still say peace, seven assault. We can disagree, but it ain't like that with Brother Reggie. Brother Reggie goes into homophobic rants, right? Brother Reggie starts disrespecting you just because you disagree with him, and then that causes you to do the same to him.
But I want to know, where did Jabari beat me up at, bro? Jabari ain't never beat me up. He just got good.
Unc, I saw Jabari many times.
Name the moment.
I've seen you guys have that discussion when you guys were having with one-on-one, when you guys were having all those discussions about a whole bunch of topics. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that he beat you up every time. I wouldn't say that. But when it came to but hold on, when it comes to you guys having discussions, you don't I've seen Jabari get you on points more than you have got him on points.
Like
Let me
what?
just say that.
You don't remember the points.
I have to look at all of that stuff. But the audience knows.
I got
audience knows. I can say on Egypt, especially on Kemet.
No,
on history and Kemet, he's proved you wrong many a times on these shows. I'd have to look back to show you, to tell you verbatim. But the audience knows.
Do me a favor. I tell you what. Jabari's strong point is his orator skills, his comment,
and his knowledge of the information. Come on now.
Let me finish. Let me give it to you proper. Right? As long as I stay like this with Jabari, he doesn't stand a chance. As long as I pronounce every word right. Okay? Like what I say, Mandanos, and he joked me down. Right? Remember, he joked me down about that, right? As long as I pronounce every word right, yo, because y'all look for them moments for me, because I gotta be perfect. Right?
I don't. I respect your scholarship, brother. I do.
Listen, Jabari has never beat me on an indigenous African conversation. Y'all just think he did. Don't make me play the rewind. I'm so crazy that I will go every step, every part, and see. How about the area of confluence? You know what you missed? What you missed was Jabari was talking about the area of confluence, right? Down in Nubia, all the way down where the river split. He's right. But he didn't realize that we're in a conversation with 5 other people. I didn't even know he was talking about that area. Right? He asked me the question literally 45 minutes after he showed that slide.
I remember that whole thing. I remember you doing a whole show on that. I remember all of that. I remember that conversation.
You know what Jabari's supposed to say? Yes, you can have a confluence of continents and people, but I was talking about the water and the river, and I said, you're right. He wouldn't do it. He kept acting like
because I was listening to you jumping in a conversation without knowing the full context, right?
It's supposed to be Brother Omar's turn. I just want to cook after y'all in the side.
I got. Look, no, he asked me. I didn't jump in. He asked me. He thought he had a aha moment. He said, yo, so what do confluence mean, Unc? Let me ask Unc, because he don't think I know, right? Because I just look stupid, right? He asked and I told him what it was. You get the point? A fair man would have said, oh, yo, I get it. He wouldn't do that. So we don't.
Come on, sa.neter.
Okay, so what you want to talk about?
Come on, sa.neter.
What y'all be arguing about online? Ooh. Oh, sweat here.
Do y'all mind if Brother Omar can go?
Man, you see
sa.neter doing something right now. Let sa.neter work.
Let him work. Let him work. You next.
I'm not.
Come on. I'm not disagreeing.
I'm not retarded.
That's what you gonna do.
I disagree with this point.
No. So you saying them continents don't confluence together right there?
There are 3 continents.
Yeah.
What 3 continents are you talking about? If you're saying something is Asia, then you must be talking about Arabia.
No, hold on.
What else are you referring to? You talking about the Levant region? Is that where you're trying to go as Asia? Some scholars do try to call that Asia.
Now, you know, I wanted you to deal with what Sabir said the other day, sitting right there where you at.
I had more fun talking to Jabari.
He said the Moors and the Moors and the Hebrew.
What?
And on Jabari, I asked him,
it's crazy.
What about the Kemetic people? All three of them. Really?
And I know as a young man growing up in New York City, a young man who was into African culture, it was very important to me to understand that. You have to now do some research.
I'm trying to get.
By the way, is he arguing that the Hebrew people and the Kemetic people are the same? Really? No, stupid AI.
No, you know that though. That's African Asian. How it don't make no sense. Think about it.
How does Kemet listen to what you argued and then tell me?
I said Northeast Africa.
So how does Kemet sit at the crossroads of those three areas?
But they do.
Explain it to me geographically.
Let's look at it on the map. It's kind of.
By the way, the funny thing is now you're going to AI stuff. I want you to find
I wasn't going to
confluence in Christopher Ehret's work.
No, the confluence is what you said with the Blue Nile and the White Nile.
So can you say I was wrong?
No, I said we both was right.
How can we both be right when we say two different definitions?
No, it's not two. It's part of the one definition. You supposed to know this is academic.
Brother, it's not in both of it. Pull up the quote. Pull up the quote.
Oh, you want to put up the definition of the word come?
Pull up the quote.
No, the quote is talking about the Blue Nile and the White Nile. So you was right. Since I didn't hear you or even see you read that, I gave you the confluence where the intersecting three continents intersect.
Brother, family,
so you don't get that?
Family, I don't know if sa.neter still has the video up. I don't.
How you don't?
I don't.
Wait, hold on.
But the reality is this. Hear me.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hear me.
Why do I understand what you're saying?
Hear me.
This is crazy.
Hear me. Hear me. You brought it up. I wouldn't even have brought it up. I would not have even brought it up.
As a bridge line.
It was not one of Ock's best moments. And Ock has had some good ones. Respectfully.
Look, hold on. Look.
Respectfully. This is not one of his best moments.
We're not gonna do this. It said the three continents that converge in the Middle East are
Notice
Asia.
He said it. The it is doing a lot of work.
No,
What's the it?
Asia,
What's
Africa.
the it?
Come on, man.
It says. What's the it says?
Asia, Africa, and Europe. Say the region.
What's the it? It says.
Let him go.
Why are you doing that? Because you know you did right.
No, because when he says the it, people go laugh at him. What's the it?
What's the it?
Bullshit, man.
What are you reading from, Ock? What are you reading from, brother?
Oh, this is the AI overview right here.
From Google.
So what?
Read the quote from the book. That's the point.
What is he not?
I don't care what.
Let me talk to you. Yeah. Don't say nothing. I want to read this first of all. It says the three continents that converge in the Middle East are Asia, Africa, and Europe. The region acts as a bridge, right, land of the crossroads, with most of its area in Southwest Asia, but also including parts of Northeast Africa like Egypt. Look, and a small portion of Southeast Europe. So I'm not doing this with you. Now, let me talk to you.
You made your point. That was a point.
Okay, that's a point.
There should be a period there.
Period. Go ahead.
Okay.
You supposed to tap.
The reality is, I'm tapping you.
All right, go
the reality is this. Mm-hmm. We're not talking about what an AI overview says from some sources.
You don't know that though?
Wait a minute. That's some sources that are clearly, I would argue, ethnocentric and racist. The term Middle East is a racist term.
What?
The term Middle East was developed by Europe, by London, because they had all of these holdings and they wanted to designate their holdings in relation to where they were. Hence, the Middle East, the Near East, the Far East. Why are we designating peoples, countries, land masses according to the British Crown? Now, Google AI does not have the complexity to be able to analyze this. But none of that is helpful.
Jabari is right on this, huh?
Oh, I mean, are you kidding me, bro?
He killed you on that.
No, he didn't. Here you go. Here go the definition. And this is always my problem. Nobody understands definitions, bro. Here you go. We share the screen, yo. Here you go. You got the dictionary. Merriam-Webster. The word is confluence. Look. First of all, in any dictionary, the first definition they show you is the main definition, no matter what y'all say. Okay? Now, it says confluence, a coming or flowing together, meeting or gathering at one point. And I talked about these continents that did that. Now, watch this. At the confluence of Native American, Hispanic, and Anglo cultures, Santa Fe is the symbolic heart of the Southwest. So they give you these three human populations right? That's confluence. Okay. Now, this is what Jabari was talking about. A flowing together of two or more streams. Okay, a complex lacework of waterways formed by the confluence, right? And that's the white Nile and the blue Nile, right? Then B is a place of meeting of two streams. Okay, so I was right. Jabari was right. Jabari spoke to understand the definition to know that you can apply it to more than one thing, but he won't do it. He won't just say you right, Unc, but that's not what I was talking about. I would say, fine, yo, we had 3 other people speaking in front of me. I didn't even see your slide. So you're right in that manner. But we're not wrong. But the fact that he keeps saying me wrong make me understand that he does not understand that you can apply the definition to continents, people, and waterways, bro. That's all I was saying. And I'm sitting around here thinking that maybe I'm surrounded by a bunch of idiots then, because anybody can see that definition right there, yo. It's not a win or loss thing. It's the fact that he keeps saying that I was wrong, which is crazy to me, because I'm not wrong. He's not wrong, but you can use that word more than one way, just like the word science. Everybody use their brain over it, but it's a definition. Simple as that, bro. And it has different. That's why this whole debate is going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Which definition are y'all applying? Jabari was applying the quote unquote rivers, and I was applying the continents and the people. That's why I say Egypt is a confluence of people, because that area is called the area of confluence. Because since ancient time, people have been migrating back and forth from different areas, and the meeting point is in the Nile Valley, yo. How am I wrong, bro? I'm only wrong on quote unquote conscious community, but amongst scholars, amongst people who read and write, they be like, no, that's right. You can do both things. Dude, I talk to doctors all the time. They're like, no, I don't even know why y'all arguing that crazy. It's both of y'all right. I said, I thought I knew it too. So that's all I'm saying, bro. Like I'm not to be played with like that, yo, because I'm serious with it. I mean it. I mean what I'm doing. All jokes aside. And wait for my next journal that's coming out too. Big up to Dr. Oyama. All right. Appreciate that. But yeah, I respect Jabari. Jabari respect me. If you think Jabari gonna get in the ring with me and argue over some stuff that we all gotta agree on, that's crazy. He's not gonna do that. He not, because he know I'm academically sound in my approach to giving y'all information. The difference between him and me is that if he plays his cards the way I play my cards, y'all gonna get mad at him. I don't care about y'all being mad at me. He know what he can say and what he can't say. He know y'all more believable, more believing, more spiritual, but he know the technical information, yo. And he know that in this conversation that a shrine is something that African Americans came up with after mimicking white people. You think he gonna say that out of his mouth, yo? No, there's no shrines in ancient Egypt like that. You can't just have a shrine, bro. You need to have a real Egyptian priest and stool you. That's African culture. You can't just pop up out of nowhere and have it. That's what the white people did. That's why they got Kemetic, neo-Kemetic. They pop up out of nowhere with it. You can't do it, bro. He knows that, but he also understands where the people at, and he feels it's better for them to practice Kemetic spirituality, which is really New Age religion, than practice spirituality. I can respect that. He can make that up, but don't play academic with me. That's why Reggie just got to be cool in this conversation, dog. That's them African-American shrines, yo. It's produced by African-American people, yo. That's not no connection to indigenous Africa. You know why? Because it's called a dead religion, yo. It's a dead language and a dead religion. I suggest y'all look that up. Christianity is not dead. Islam is not dead. And Judaism is not dead. None of that is dead. So you can actually have a priest that's connected to it, the long tradition, and do it. But with Kemet, dude, this shit is ancient. Y'all playing is so old and ancient, bro, that it's dead, bro. And it takes an expert to reconstruct it. Not Africana studies, not Brother Unc, not me taking people, not Dr. Ben going to Egypt. That's not how it really worked. So yes, everybody gonna say Reggie lost. They're gonna say it. I'm saying it now, they're gonna say Reggie lost. But I promise you, yo, after Reggie produces his results and his information, yo, I'm gonna be on it. Look, the scientific literary people are gonna be on it. Jabari got a nice package. He is actually an educator. I'm not mad at him, yo. I'm not. I ain't tripping, but don't play with me. Go play with everybody else. I ain't the spiritual guy. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Okay, so I'm back for just a few more minutes, and I'm up to half of what I want. So I want to share my screen.
What you up to, Reggie?
No, because I got nothing for the hours that I was had to deal with the weigh-in, right? And that was the weigh-in.
Why don't you do your own stream though?
I may, but watch. But I'm scared. Okay, so I did a comparison on personal academic comparison based on public citations and former roles between myself and Jabari. So
right
when you give me a donation, right, and you give me support, I'm not trying to ambush him. I'm telling him to his face. Reginald Mabry is the author of Syncretism and Means and Method for Accurately Translating Kemet to You and Kim, a peer-reviewed research article in Africology, the Journal of Pan-African Studies, Volume 13, Number 1, 2020. This article is devoted specifically to the translation and semantics of Kemet and related forms and is grounded in academic, Egyptological, and Afro-ecological scholarship. It has begun to enter the scholarly and quasi-scholarly citation record. For example, a 2023 article on prehistoric intracontinental Africa-India proximity series on verdict in the International Journal of Research Publications and Review explicitly lists Mabry's syncretism study and its references. And Afrocentric.
Reggie, will you cash that back? Stop. Somebody wants your cash app. Give it to him right now. The hell with what you reading. Give me your cash app, bro.
Right. Well,
we already know you got an academic paper in an academic journal.
Okay, support Brother Reggie. Right, the mods have it, right? So here's the thing: this is the truth. Okay, so they okay, so let me just finish this. I'll put it in after that, right? Okay, so I don't know what happened. So okay, so it's in the International Journal of Research Publication and Reviews explicitly lists Mabry's syncretism study in its reference in Afrocentric educational theory, such as Oscar Olivia Eber's chapter in Afrocentric ontology, and academic literacies draws on the same body of Afrocentric Kemetic scholarship that includes Mabry's treatment of Kemet. Indexing services such as Google Scholar currently register at least one formal cited by entry in the syncretism. By contrast, Jabari Alsace's profile on Kemet is anchored primarily in popular and pedagogical productions alongside a formal instructional role. His principal book, 7 Little White Lies to Conspiracy Destroy the Black Self-Image, is a trade publication directed to a general audience, and its impact on Kemetic discourse is exercised through public lectures, debates, ritual leadership, study tours, and anchored popular materials on ancient African history and spirituality. He also holds a teaching position in African history at Hunter College, CUNY, where he is listed as Professor Jabari Alsace. For courses such as African history, human origins to 1600s, giving him a recognized institutional role in higher education. However, there's no documented peer-reviewed Egyptological or philological journal article by Alsace, whose central research focus is the translation or semantic analysis of Kemet that functions in the literature in the same way as Mabry's syncretism study. From an academic standpoint, limited to publishing, citations, and top-specific research output on Kemet, Mabry is therefore more credentialed. There exists a specialized peer-reviewed article on Kemet, and it cognates that is already being cited in scholarly and quasi-scholarly work, whereas Alsace's authority on Kemet combines a formal college-level teaching position with influential public scholarship and priestly leadership, rather than with topic-specific peer-reviewed publications on Kemet. I didn't share it. Oh, I'm sorry. Somehow I didn't share it. But
you did share it. We seen it.
I did share it. So don't go for it. Don't go for it, family. Right? All I'm just saying is that there's a different narrative being played. I'm being transparent. I have a peer-reviewed article with citations, and Alsace's major work is 7 Little White Lies, which is a trade press, meaning it's on Amazon and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's behind a paywall.
It's not a bad book. We can agree it's not a bad book, though. It's just a. I
don't care about that, I don't care about
it. We wouldn't call it academic work, though, right?
Right. Okay. So
you get it. Like it wouldn't make you an academic in that, and that's that's the narrative I don't like. I don't like that people don't realize that you're just as qualified as he is.
No, I'm more qualified than he
No,
is.
I'm talking about and talking about Egypt. No, neither one of y'all Egyptologists. So I'm not gonna sit here and play the game.
No. I am more. I'm not an Egyptologist, but
Right.
I have citations.
Yes,
right?
you know. I'm saying you do, but I'm saying, I'm looking at it from how I do it. I'm looking at it that the playing field it seemed to be uneven, and people are claiming that he's more qualified than you, and that fundamentally would not be true. Is all I'm saying, Reggie. Now, we're going to talk about you writing a paper on Egypt. You have done that. That's not what I'm saying. The narrative is that he's an academic. He's not an academic in the subject y'all are debating. So it's an even playing field.
It's not even. It's not even.
Well, we're gonna find out, ain't we?
It's not. Wait. It's not even. What you're doing is black people have to do more. I showed you what the search says. Oh, I have to do more.
Yeah, I'm
Otherwise,
not saying
I'm
that.
not
I
related.
gave you the up. I gave you the up on that though, Reg. You got an academic paper, bro.
We're not, but you said that we are even.
I'm saying that in the way I see it.
Okay, that's fine.
You
That's
get
fine.
it? This is my personal opinion.
Okay.
Neither one of y'all is in the field of Egypt. That's why I don't listen to none of y'all. I don't listen to nobody on this panel about Egypt.
That's fine.
You know that. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Because my game is just as tight as all y'all. You can go to Egypt 30 times. Ask Walt Crazy and win a minute. What that mean? Don't mean nothing.
No. But when it comes to the language, the text, you're not on the same level field.
No, he's not. But do you want to know your advantage?
Well, I don't want to argue with you. You
no,
my brother.
I'm saying what your advantage is.
You know the difference between down.
Hey Reggie, you know the difference between African American. Look, here's your advantage. You know the difference between African American Kemet and indigenous African. Everybody else watching, they blurred, they actually think they doing Egyptian rituals, in the middle of New York City pouring water out. They really think if the ancient Egyptians was to pop back today, they would shoot y'all for messing up their tradition.
You're absolutely right. So when we have these discourse, it's not the fact. I only did this to people like Seven Asar who never even checked, who have an illusion who their person is, right? But the facts are the facts. So anyway, thanks. I'll be back again.
But Reggie, you know what the thing is, right? Mm-hmm. I speak, you speak. We don't. They claim we don't speak as well as Jabari does, and specifically you, right? Because they're tricked, right? The conversations we're having do not require you to know every word. All it requires you to do is give solid sources and transmit the information as best you can, because we're not the experts. So when a person focuses on the way you pronounce a word, they're hiding something. They're hiding that you actually got a great piece of information there and it beats them on it. So they discredit you based off the way you pronounce it. Misreading word, they do all that, right? But the real important thing is that you can comprehend the sentence structure. That's why I feel like everybody fall down. Now, Jabari know though. So that's why this conversation is going to be a great one, because they underestimate you, bro. They don't know the difference between African American shrines and that bloody, that indigenous, highly spiritual, highly belief system that they was practicing, I'm saying, at 3500 BCE, coming out of hunter-gatherer tribes. They don't want to see the real Egypt, bro. Nobody wants to see the real Egypt. They want to see.
Can I please go next?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Omar. Please go ahead, sir.
Man. Salakia.
I forgot you was there, yo.
No, because I really enjoy on what y'all brothers was talking about right now. But it was my turn to go first. I surrendered my time.
Can you go?
Our brothers go. Come on, brother. Come on, man.
You gotta go now. You can't give us a whole thing of why you didn't go.
So I'm finna show my screen. And Sa, this has
for you.
Hey, Sa, this has nothing to do with no Paul stuff. This has strictly to do what Reggie was talking about to validate Reggie's point. Now what I'm finna share my screen.
All right, let me see.
Because
I'll be back. Hey, thanks so much. I'll be listening. I'll be back. I'm looking forward to seeing your screen. And thank you. So I have officially got my quota for the show, and then I just got to take a quick break, and then I'll come back and I'll listen. Thank you all so much. Okay. And buy your tickets. Oh, this might be good.
Don't share it, Saul. You don't want me to share it?
Watch.
All right, he don't want me to share it.
Listen.
What? Wait. Why not?
Listen.
Wait. I can't show it at the debate.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
We see it, yo. We don't want you to share it right now. Save it.
Because I'm gonna do backflips on that.
Save it. Yeah, save it.
I'm gonna do backflips on that.
Y'all is so crazy. Hey, Amar, you about to mess up.
Listen.
All right, yo. We can't hear. Don't worry about.
Oh shit! I'm gonna do backflips on that shit. What are you talking about? You're stretching.
I'm blocking you. Yeah, hey, I'm blocking.
I'm not talking about the sister. I actually love the sister. I always appreciated her. But Dad, we can't show.
Listen, y'all. Listen.
Hey, Reggie.
We can't hear it.
Reggie.
Can we hear you?
Wasn't you crying yesterday, Reggie, about you not being on the show and Jabari's up here?
Please tell those facts.
And he's going in and you're not up here to defend it. You was just crying yesterday about that.
Oh, big tears.
Same thing again. Jabari is not here. And you want to play video? You gotta
disingenuous.
Why'd you call me, yo?
Huh?
Why'd you call me for the show?
Because you supposed to be here. Relax, man. Have some fun.
Why you call me? You called me.
Let me tell you why I called you for the show. I called you for the show so you can promote and go.
Right. Smile, bro.
I show my credentials. I'm a smile. I show my credentials.
There you go, Red. There you go.
Right?
What I'm saying is Omar, Omar is on the Hebrews homo stuff. That's what he's doing with the homo
I'll be
stuff.
back.
So I don't want to show all that nonsense.
No, that wasn't no nonsense. That was Jabari. He was showing the Jabari video. That wasn't no nonsense.
Hey, just make sure Reggie don't cry when Jabari do the same, Unc.
Yeah,
make sure you hold you give him those tissues, or you give him something to hold back those tears when Jabari come on here, because we don't want to see this. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see this hypocrisy. We don't want to see the hypocrisy, because that's what we're seeing right now.
When he put up a picture of me as a beggar,
why are you mad?
Comedic priest.
He didn't put up a picture of you.
He
did, sa.neter. But you said so much. Don't act like you innocent. You good for throwing a rock and hiding your hand, Reggie. You good for throwing your rock and hiding your hand. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Reggie, smile. Reggie, smile.
You do that to me. You've done that to me many times.
Thank you.
Throw the rock, hide your hand. Yeah, no, it's about you and your approach, and how you what is it? It's your personality. That's what it is.
Okay,
you don't like my personality.
Yo, Sa, that wasn't fair. Yo, Sa.
No, it's not. Omar. It's not. Omar, go ahead.
Sa, that wasn't fair, because guess what? that video had nothing to do with nothing homoerotic, nothing about this video that I'm showing. I told y'all, I have an archive of Jabari videos that's agreeing with Reggie, talking about they are literal. That's what this video side. The video I was getting ready to show has everything to do with it being literal.
But can we save it for the debate, though? Can we have debate now? Why are we having the damn debate? Well, I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
You know what, Unc? You know what, Unc? Hold on, Unc. You know what? I can't respect that. I can't respect that, because guess what? This is not my job to give Reggie my archive of videos to where I have Jabari on record I have hold on. And I must be respectful to his queen or his old queen. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't want to talk about that. But I have to be listen, I have to be respectful about it. I have plenty of videos. Listen, I have videos of Jabari saying, listen.
Omar, let me ask you a question, Omar. You eat a lot of cereal, Omar. I can tell. With sugar. You eat a lot of cereal with sugar. I can tell, brother. Because you be hyped for no reason, man. You just be hyped up. Number one, I'm asking you, how old is that video? That video was about 15 years old, 17 years old?
No. I want to say it's 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's up there. Now, here's the second question I asked him. Hold on, brother, hold on. Here's the, say you be hyped, man. Here's the second question I asked you. You know, I interviewed Captain Tazariak, and I brought up the scripture, Jeremiah 1, verse 5. And it says, I knew you in the womb before you came out the womb. It talked about that. And I interviewed Captain, be quiet, brother, be quiet, man.
I'll mute back out, man. That's what I
interviewed Captain Tazariak, I would say about 6 years ago. I interviewed him. And when I pulled, I still got the video up. I just got to find it. And that'd be hard to find. And so when I asked him the question, is that relating to all of us, Captain? Does the Most High know all of us coming out of the womb? He said, yes, sir, not just Jeremiah. And so I brought that up again when I interviewed him. You can see the new interview. And I brought that up again, and he changed his mind and said, no, that was just Jeremiah. What are you saying, sir? What I'm saying, brother, is that nothing in life stays the same. Everybody have a right to have a change of heart and change their mind. I gotta put you in the back. I gotta put you in the back. You don't know how to stop. You eat too much cereal, brother. So what happens is, I said that to say nothing in life stays the same. Everybody have a change of opinion. I'm quite sure Unc changed his mind on a few things when it comes to information. I'm quite sure Reggie changed his mind when it comes to information. So how come Jabari don't have the same right to change his opinion when he feel that something need upgrade? They do it all the time when they writing books. The historian do it all the time. They write a book, they put it out, and then they take it off the shelf and say, no, I got to upgrade it. Something was wrong. They do it all the time. So you ain't got him in that. You think you got him because he said something 14 years ago. So what? He changed his opinion, just like Captain changed his opinion, brother. Now I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I appreciate that, Si. Thank you. I thought you was gonna completely mute me out, and thanks for bringing me back up. So, Si, don't cut me off. Here's the difference. Si, listen, Si.
It's the difference,
Captain. Si, if you want me to mute back out so you can continue talking,
yeah,
I don't have a problem.
When it comes to the captain,
can I finish what I'm saying? Peacefully, brother.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Si. I appreciate that, brother. Now, when Cap said he wouldn't feed an African, has Cap stance changed?
That's not what I said. I didn't say he changed that.
Okay.
Now you're moving the goalpost again.
No, brother, please, Si, I'm begging you, brother. Come on. Come on.
You crazy.
Now, state your claim again. State your claim again, because guess what? I got new footage of Cap still standing on business about what you just said. So remember, you dealing with Omar. Tread very lightly.
Okay, now let me state it again.
No. I want y'all other brothers to give me inside the floor. Just for 3 to 4 minutes, and I'll be done.
Again, this is what I said. I didn't say nothing about him talking to an African. I didn't say nothing about none of that.
I know what you said. I want you to state it again.
You just said you want to give me the floor. Let me finish, brother. So if you know what I said, why are you bringing up something totally different that I didn't say? What I said was when I asked him about Jeremiah 1:5, right? He said, yes, that goes for everybody. The Most High knows all of us before we come out the womb. I interviewed him last week, and he changed his opinion on that. He changed his thought. He said, no, that right there, that scripture just goes for Jeremiah. Now, I got that right there. So that's what I mean and guess what? He have a right to change it. He ain't wrong because he changed his mind. And I got another one. When he used to say the white man is closer to him than the African. He said the white man is closer to him than the African. There's a lot of stuff I could get you on that. Not only Captain, but a lot of people change their opinion on certain things. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you can't say 14, 15 years ago, I got Jabari saying this. Shit, 14, 15 years ago, I used to teach that the white man is a goddamn devil. Right, Unc? I used to bang on the white man being a devil. Today, I say, nah, the devil is just energy. It's just, we are the goddamn devil, all of us. And we are all we are all gods. That's what I teach now. So see, just because you got something 15 years ago, that's not a good point. Now go ahead, Omar.
Thank you, sir. I just hope I can get a minute and a half to 2 minutes uninterrupted. Let's move forward. See, I noticed what you did, sir. This conversation has nothing to do with Captain Tazariak or Bible. This conversation has to do everything with Jabari and Brother Reggie. And the point is, y'all don't want to hear it because guess what? Brother Reggie is going to kick Jabari ASS. And the thing is, y'all don't want to hear it. And y'all mad because a lot of the Hebrew brothers is going for Reggie. No. Remember what I said, tread lightly. Because listen, I noticed what you tried to do, Sa, and that's a good strategy. But remember, you're playing chess, not checkers. So my next checkmate move is gonna be, I noticed what you wanted to do. I played the video, and listen, I hope Reggie is watching because Reggie can jam Jabari up with the video I just played because guess what? I have a whole archive of videos from the shrine of my aunt. I have Jabari and his queen. Hold on. I must add this upon this respectfully. So you know, I want this brother to know, and I want everybody to know this has nothing to do with slander. This has nothing to do with putting Jabari accolades down. I have multiple videos with Jabari saying that there are actual literal. I dare anybody come up against Brother O to say differently. And guess what? You ain't got to hear from Brother O. I'll just play the video. Hey, guess what, Brother Reggie? Hey, guess what, Brother Reggie? Email me, and guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna help Reggie out now. I wasn't gonna help Reggie out now. Because guess what? It was supposed to be fair. But you know what, Si? You all, and this is with love, Brother Si, because this is your channel, I must say. I know I kind of come across against a little bit harsh, but I want these people, and no, you know, Brother Si, I got loves for you. I go to war with you, but I go to war with Captain Tazariak first, any day. You secondly, Si. Shalom and respect. But let's get back to the information. I got loads of videos from the shrine of my aunt to where Jabari and his wife, and listen, don't take it as malice. See, what y'all don't take it as malice or slander. I have the videos to where Jabari is saying one thing, and now he's saying a different thing. That's all I gotta say. Hey, yo, brother Reggie, email me. I can give you the specific minute marks to where Jabari is saying these things. I can give you that way you ain't gotta watch a 2-3 hour video. All you gotta do, I give you the minute marks. Don't play around with brother Omar. I told you, tread lightly when you're dealing with Omar. Now I'll mute out respectfully.
You said a whole bunch of hogwash, nothing, man. You said all that and you ain't say nothing. Because I already disputed that already. I thought you was coming out. I thought you was getting out, brother. Said a whole bunch of nothing. I already disputed that. I told you anybody could change their mind, and if they have a different approach to it, if they see something different, they could change. Brother, man, let me put you in the back, man. You're just too hype up for no reason. So, like I said, anybody can change their mind, just like Captain Tazariak, just like Hebrew Israelites. And not only that, can God change his mind too, sir? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even your Bible, God changes his mind. So what the hell is wrong with you? Got him. So if God could change his mind, and God never supposed to change his mind, but according to, because when God changed his mind, guess what? Guess what, my brother? That means God made a mistake. For a God that knows everything to change his mind, meaning God made a mistake because he got to change his mind to something else now. So, brother, mix me with all that nonsense. Anybody can change their mind.
Yo, Sa, stick to the topic. Who is gonna kick who's AZZ? Is it Jabari or Reggie? Let's stick to the topic.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know.
You ain't gonna move me on my square respectfully, Elder, and I'll mute out respectfully. I love you, brother. I'll mute out.
I don't know who's gonna win, but Reggie got a hell of a chance.
Stick the topic though.
I thought you was muting out again, brother. This was wrong, man. Reggie got a hell of a chance to win, and so does Jabari. So I don't know who's gonna win. I'm gonna say that. That's what I'm gonna say. And it's let me let Seven get in here, man. Seven, what you got, man?
Yeah, man.
On the screen.
It was really torture sitting through all of that nonsense.
Right. Real talk, man.
I mean, he really wasn't really dealing with the subject. But I want to deal with what we see right here, brother sa.neter, is there's a lot of people out here who really don't care about the information. It's just really about, who they like. I see now. But I wanted to address something that Elder Yahra said when I talked about Newt swallowing a sar and rebirthing a sar, and he said that those people literally, when they saw that, that's what they thought they were seeing, which is insulting the intelligence of the Kemetic people, right? He's taken away the agency of their intelligence, right? Of the scribes that wrote this down. And we knew that they had high intelligence because they understood evolution to a degree. They understood atomic theory to a degree. And they understood architecture and all these things. So to try to make it seem like the Kemetic people didn't speak in allegory or symbolism is just an insult to those people, right? And for those people who try to make it seem like I don't show sources or I'm just up here talking, I had many shows where I've showed sources, showed presentations, showed my screen, and many times when I'm on this panel, most of the people are saying sa.neter, you right, and the people in the know in the chat are saying sa.neter, you right. So you can pull up as many text and as many sources as you want. I guarantee you I have a better argument than you. So for those who want the smoke, come get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? But if you just over here in the chat bumping your gums, not really dealing with the information and telling jokes, that shows your intelligence and irrelevance. But I'm gonna show you my excellence.
7 SR. 7 SR. 7 SR.
Please, we don't want to hear you speak anymore, brother. We done hearing you.
Yo, I'll be right quick, son. If you want me to mute out, I just want to be real quick, brother. Please, son.
Man, hold on.
Thank you. I'll be real quick. Hold on. It's not disrespectful. It's not disrespectful. Hold on.
Talk to you. I want 10
seconds.
Yeah, I want to talk. I want 15
Yo,
seconds.
7 SR. Listen, I'm almost done.
No, you're not done. You
Come
jumped
on,
in.
man.
You cheated. You jumped in. You trying to blase your way through.
I don't want to cut you off, Unc. I agree with a lot of shit.
You went 20.
Yo, let me bring in Kassad, man.
No, I just wanted to respond to a song.
Let's go, Kassad.
Con, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. I kind of already gave my 2 cents on it. We already know Reggie finna beat the skins off Jabari, man. And it's very clear. Jabari cannot.
You gonna be in the building?
Oh, you talking about physically or
no, not physically. I know you somewhere else. Are you gonna be in the building on the stream, Zoom?
Yeah, you know I always buy the
yeah.
You know I always tune in. So
yeah, no, go ahead.
But yeah, you know, y'all, man, look, Jabari gonna have 2 black eyes, gonna be knock kneed, gonna be hanging on to the ropes. Y'all still gonna be like, yeah, man, Jabari won. Like, stop playing.
Yeah, you already know.
Y'all, and if y'all, I want y'all, if y'all can go back and look at me and Jabari discussion, because a 7 sorry.
Oh, Jabari killed you, brother. He killed you.
Stop it.
He did.
Stop it. If y'all go back and look at it, and I'm glad you always say that, because you didn't let me respond to Jabari. You always let Jabari get the last word. That's funny. Anyway, y'all go back to that. Jabari never addressed the literalness of the Egyptians. He never addressed it. Everything, even the text and everything that I brought up concerning the Egyptian literalness and how they viewed their gods and all this stuff, he never addressed it. Fact. So to me, this debate is already over. Reggie's just gonna have to just pick up where I left off and just beat on them some more. You cannot explain away the Egyptians saying they saw their gods. You cannot explain away the Egyptians saying they summoned their gods. You cannot explain away the Egyptians saying they talk and can communicate with their gods. You cannot explain away the Egyptians saying their God came to them and told them to go to war, and I gave you victory to conquer these lands. Y'all can't explain that away.
Hey, yo, Asar 7.
Yeah.
I am more convinced now than ever before that they don't know what the hell literal means, brother. I am so convinced of that, and they don't even know what the goddamn title means. I am so convinced of that right now because they keep going around in circles. It's just crazy to me. And I'm surprised that, the God killer. Let me go to Gideon. Gideon, you still there? Gideon, you still there? I guess Gideon not there. Let me go to Yara. Black Sage came up here for a reason.
Yeah, I came up here to address Grandmama you got on the screen.
Oh,
man, listen, bro. Let me tell you something, man. First of all, sa.neter, we know what literal means, bro. We know what the hell that means. All you gotta do is Google. Hold on, sir. All you gotta do is chat GPT it. It'll tell you what it means.
What does it mean?
We know what it means.
What it means?
And they actually believe that. Watch this.
What it means?
When they saw the sun, all they knew that the sun to them appeared to be moving. They didn't know at the time that the earth was actually rotating around the sun. So to them, they thought the sun was actually moving.
Show the text that they didn't know.
They didn't know that yet.
Show the text.
They have that scientific literacy.
You have no text. You have no text to prove.
When it rose in the east and set in the west. They didn't understand that. They thought it was a living, moving being. A literal, real being. Only an idiot don't understand that. That's why they drew it the way they drew it on the walls. And guess what they said to themselves? It moves across the sky as if it's in a solar bark or a boat. Because that's what they saw with their own eyes. That's what they were observing. And it was very real and very literal to them. Because you can't produce one damn text that says, oh, we knew it was metaphorical. We didn't really know. All those damn Nasuts, all those damn pharaohs believed that they were the actual son, S-O-N, of the S-U-N. That's what they believe. And you're liars when y'all get up here and keep saying, oh, that ain't what they thought. Y'all illiterate when it comes to ancient Kemet. Ain't too many people in this community can read the Meta-Neter. But those scholars who can, they tell us that's exactly what. It's not until you get this new Kemetic science, this Kemeticism that says, oh, it was the principles. They weren't talking about no damn principles. That's made up.
Mm-hmm.
It's all made up.
Can I please ask this question because they cut in? How can you communicate with a principal? Please, one of y'all answer this. How can y'all communicate with justice? I'll wait. How can justice talk back to y'all? I'll wait.
Let me respond to
No, let me go.
Let me respond to
you don't
Elder
create
Maga,
a priesthood
aka White
around
Sage.
something that you don't
Let me
believe
respond to
doesn't
Elder
exist.
Maga. Elder
In
Maga,
real life.
you didn't spoke enough. Let me respond.
Hold on, Asal. Let me go next. Hold on.
You don't do that.
Hold on for a second.
There's no reason for you
just
to
hold on. Everybody just hold on for a second. So when the question is asked,
you can simply say, y'all gonna tell us they were intelligent enough to build the pyramids, but they weren't intelligent enough. Watch this.
Hold
To
on,
say,
Black. Yo, come on, man.
these things are just literal.
Yo,
Your
We don't
pressure
really
going
believe
up.
them. They weren't literal. We don't really believe
Go
it.
take your pills.
They never
You
wrote
go take
that
your
once.
pills. That pressure up.
Hold on, everybody, let's stop for a minute. The word simply saying when we say something is literal, and the Hebrews ask the question, how can you be talking to something if it's not literal? So basically, when you say something is literal, you're simply saying it's not figurative or metaphorical, right? You actually thinking it's there. That's the strict definition of it, yo. So yes, African people did think that things were literal, and they also thought things were metaphysical and all that stuff. I've been saying it from the beginning. It's based off how the text is written. So I understand why we here right now. Everybody gonna say Reggie Laws, bro. We all know it. But the truth is, it's been a fight between, which is wild to me, the Egyptian religion and the Hebrew religion. That's the fight. And everybody acting like it's not a belief, it's a culture, right? Everybody acting like that, which is wild. So Hebrew people had beliefs. African people had beliefs. Homo sapien had beliefs. Atheists had beliefs. It's part of how your brain has evolved to have beliefs. Those beliefs do not have to be religious, though. So I don't understand two religions fighting against each other, acting like one is the primus forces. It's a bunch of crap. It's a belief system, all of them. All of them have belief systems, complicated belief systems, simple as that. So the argument itself, when Hebrews argue against the Kemetic and what Egypt is not, Egypt is garbage. They're believing human beings. Please allow them to believe. And please stop looking at it like a damn African American. Knock it off. It was their culture. It was their tradition. It was their belief system. Nobody's getting up here thinking that the damn Egyptians didn't believe. You got people right now today believing ghosts and dragons and aliens right now today. So if right now today with all the technology, all the AI, you got people believing in quote unquote spacecraft, America got the most belief in spacecraft out of the whole world. Look it up. The United States of America believe in UFOs more than anybody else. Being abducted. Right? Somebody coming down and grab, that's in America, right? So if a person can believe with AI, television, internet, iPhones, what the hell you think a bunch of hunter-gatherer or a bunch of people in the Iron Age was believing? Y'all, you know what? Y'all sick.
Y'all African Americans, man, I say, stop taking away their beliefs.
Let me respond real quick.
The only one taking away their beliefs is the Egyptian guys.
Hold on. Elder, I was addressed, so let me make my comment because Elder Yara, and even you, brother Unc, you admit that they use symbolism and metaphor. Elder Yara is trying to act like they don't, right? And I explained the literal and the metaphoric in one. They do it because when they felt the wind, right? Oh man, they felt the wind. They named it Shu, but the wind always existed, right? These things existed before we put concepts. When you do research on Egyptology, and I do read the script and I do read the history, even though I haven't presented any text, Brother Kassad. But when you go into the history, the first thing they tell you about Egypt deities is the concept. The first thing they do is concepts. They talk about concepts and how the concepts are interweaved in how they speak about the Egyptian deities, the Neteru, right? And then how it permeates into their culture, and they act out those concepts. That's where the literalness comes in, right? But it all begins with the concepts, right? That's why the sun is named Ra, right? That's why the wind is named Shu, right? That's why the sky is named Nut, right? These are concepts that are created by men who give them meaning and their literalness. But whatever it is they're naming or putting a concept of existed before they even gave the concept on it. It's like I gave an example yesterday with Ashe when he spoke about a crown. A crown is just a piece of metal in the ground until a human being picks it up, fashions it into the way they want it to be, and then gives it the concept or the meaning or definition of a crown. This is what everybody's missing between the metaphoric and the literal. And for Elder Yara to continue to disrespect, unlike what Unc did, because he knows our ancient Kemetic people were intelligent enough to know to use symbolism and metaphoric speech, right? For you to come in here and yell and scream like you were right, all you did was blow a lot of hot air. How many balloons you got in your house? Because there was a lot of hot air blown, right?
Show me the script that says that I pay you $1,000.
Hold on. There's no text that you can show me.
I'll pay you $1,000 right now.
Black Sage, let me finish.
No, I'm asking.
There's no text.
Show me where it says that those ancient people.
You asked me a question.
That those ancient people said it was a concept, and I'll pay you $1,000 right now.
Let me you keep talking over me, brother. Like
that's not
said,
what they said.
And you agree with the experts, the Egyptologists will tell you their concepts. Yara, right? The Egyptologists, the people who study
I don't give a damn what the Egyptologists say. What
use them as concepts. You can't show me that the people were literally looking up in the sky and thought that there was a sweeping it up. You cannot.
I can do it right now.
Hold on.
Allow me to speak.
Hold on.
I can do it right now.
That's your problem. When you get cut, you got to interrupt your screen. There's more balloons in your house now. You still talking over me. You still talking over me. It's still trying to talk, sir. Come on, man. You're not going to have no decorum, are you? You're going to continue to talk over.
Yeah, the HOK is the toughest environment.
Because you're emotional ragdoll.
And you're at your own risk is the toughest environment.
You the emotional one, because I was.
The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah, no handouts here.
One mic. Let Asar 7 finish, Brother Yara. Let him finish. Go ahead, 7.
Elder Yara is giving his opinion and commentary on what he's reading in the text. But nowhere in the text do the Kemetic people say that these beings are literal, right? And we can see that they speak in metaphor just from simple comprehension, right? Comprehension of the text will show you when they're speaking in symbolism and metaphor, and will show you when they're speaking in literalism, right? We see that. And we also understand that some of the people, And Jabari has said this. Jabari actually has said on this platform that a lot of the ancient Kemetic people were not literate. So how they got these stories were through festivals, through events, through funeral services, right? And a lot of them would interpret it as literal gods. And the scribes would know which was literal and which was metaphoric. So, let's not get it twisted that there's some flip-flopping or there's no syncretism in how somebody's thinking, because it is. And if you study Egyptology, you'll see that they're saying the same thing that I said, that Jabari said, that even Unc said. Because I agree with Unc said, this literalness and metaphoric, but you've got to know how to see it, right? You got to look at the text for what it is and not put your own interpretation is, as a lot of Hebrews and Christians tend to do. And I'll land my plane there.
Okay, fat boy, you a goddamn lie. That is not what they said.
Whoa.
That is not what they said.
Now, hold on. Hey, bro, I got to meet you out. You can't be cussing, yo. Come
All
on.
right, man. Okay, I got you. That is not what they said.
Nah. Come on, yo. You
Hey,
can't.
man, I heard you, man. And my offer still stands. I put up $1,000 today if you can show me any ulterior text, any coffin text, any temple text that says any inscription on any wall or any stele that says we believe that these things were only symbolic. Y'all are interpolating that into what you were reading. Y'all a bunch of liars. Cut it out. I study Egyptology. And I have several people in this community that can vouch for me that I do that. I've had several conversations with them about it. They don't say that. What you guys are saying, you're liars. Number two, if you look in the temple of Senemu, in his funerary temple that he never used, you will see one of the only renderings of a cosmology of what they actually believed and what they thought. They looked at the stars. They did not understand why they thought the stars were moving. This is why they thought the planet Venus was a star. But later on, we came to know, as Ankh says, through scientific literacy and understanding, we knew that we call it a planet, but they thought it was a star. And they thought that these things were real entities. This is why they sacrificed to them. These weren't no concepts. These are things that came later on with you Kemetic heads. Y'all lying. Y'all lying.
Yeah, it ain't that simple.
Are you finished? Because, everybody let you speak without interrupting you.
Go ahead, Kassad.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody else speak. Somebody else speak, please.
Go ahead, Kassad.
No, you just be quiet.
I don't know why Seven of Sar
You be quiet.
Like as if Unc be just like Unc is agreeing with Jabari in the Seven of Sar. That's not what he's not agreeing with you. And notice you said
I didn't say that Unc agreed with me. I said I agreed with what Unc said. See, y'all don't be listening.
Bro. But Unc is not agreeing with you. You saying you agree?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Exactly the point. So this is why you need to stop interrupting. You said you agree with what Unc said. Unc don't agree with what you saying though. When I asked my question, notice you addressed Yara question. You didn't answer my question. Unc came after and said, yes, when they're saying this stuff, they actually literally, they thought this stuff was there. Let these Egyptians have their belief. They thought this stuff was literal. Y'all the one, and as I can't stop interrupting Seven of Sar. You don't want people to interrupt you, but you interrupted me. Thank you. Stop interrupting. They thought this stuff was literal. And as I said earlier on the thing, Jabari is the one that we can, if y'all want, I will start grabbing clips. Y'all know how I do with the clips. Jabari said that this stuff is only principle. This stuff is not literal. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to say, yeah, man, no. Jabari said this stuff is maybe literal to this part, but the priest said this stuff isn't. Look, man, it's either it's literal to the Egyptians or it's not. They actually believed this stuff or they didn't. It's that simple. You don't get to come and say, as he said, this North American Egyptian stuff. Oh no, the Egyptians thought this stuff was symbolic. They didn't believe this stuff was real intertractive stuff. Stop
Yes,
that
sir.
nonsense.
Seven aside.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
This is hard to listen to.
It is.
These dudes, they keep saying the same dumb stuff.
Same stuff.
It's not about. They keep saying the people did believe that they were literal. I don't care
what. That's the only argument. That's all they got.
You don't think Jabari know that the goddamn Kemetic people thought they were literal? That many times.
Yeah, he know that, but he lied to you about it. Because if that's not the debate, if that's not
hold on, Yara, it's one mic. It's one mic.
God.
You don't think Jabari know that? How many times Seven Asar Jabari got up here and said, yeah, the people believe that they were literal, the Kemetic people.
Many times.
You right now, Yara, you believe that Jesus was literal. See? It's nothing different from that.
So what's the debate
you
then?
think that Moses was literal. Just like you think that the Exodus was literal, Kassad. Just like you think Jesus walked on water was literal.
And y'all lying on Jabari because Jabari saying it's not literal.
So what? The people believed it. Just like the people today believe that God was real. That Jesus is real. That Moses was real.
That's what Jabari's saying. Stop saying, bro.
What's the title of the debate?
No, everybody. No, hold on. We at this real weird space right now. Cause I heard what I heard what Asar said. I heard you say this before, and I just heard what sa.neter said. So we sitting here trying to figure out if everybody know the thing is literal, right? To the people that lived in that time, then what is the debate again? See, that's what need to be clear.
It's right on the screen.
There's a distinction. Here's a distinction that everybody's missing. Here's a distinction. We know that the people that wrote those texts were Kemetic people, right? And it was very few people who knew how to read those texts and understand them to the depth. Actually, you had to go through certain rituals and certain things just to become a priest to actually know those texts intimately and understand them the way that those priests did. We know by the way that those priests wrote those texts that they was writing in symbolism and metaphoric. You just admitted to me that they were. Right, and I showed you where the literalness lies in the metaphoric symbolic. Hold on, and I showed you where the literalness lies in the symbology and the metaphoric writing in those texts. So we're not getting it twisted. We're not getting it twisted, right? The texts that speak upon the neteru, we know that there's a literal connotation to them because they're talking about literal things, but they're putting their symbology and mythology on and concepts on them. So that's the premise. That is the premise right now. So that's what either Reggie's going to be on one side that they don't, and Jabari's on the side that they look at it that way. That's what the debate is about.
So you understand that's very incoherent because I'm gonna ask the question again. If all of us on this panel is saying that the Egyptian gods can be literal, some of them can literally be literal, and then you agree to it, and then we can read the text, and the ancient Egyptians thought that some of their gods were literal and some of them were symbolic, depending on which ones, right? If we all agreeing on that, then right, then what's the damn debate again? You have to be coherent.
We're not all agreeing with it in the way that you are narrating it. We're not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what Jabari is saying. So you didn't. Okay, let me repeat it again without interruption. Let me repeat it again without interruption. We know that majority of Kemet was illiterate. So a lot of the people learned about these deities through festival, through ritual, through ceremonies, through when people died, through funerals, right? And a lot of those people interpreted those deities much differently than the scribes did. Right? There's people that wrote it with metaphors and symbolisms on top of the literalness.
Like
so with the So they understood that the sun was literal, and they gave the story of Nut.
Please
They
jam
gave the story
Asar up,
of Nut
please.
to describe the setting and the rising of the sun.
Yeah, we got that.
That was an allegory, a metaphor of what they were seeing. They didn't actually see a God swallowing and for Yahweh to try to
that's not
bring
what
their intelligence down to that.
Nobody's
But
saying that.
I'm just using this example for him to
Please
bring
let
their
Omar
intelligence
address
down to
this
that
next,
to make
please.
to make it seem like they didn't understand what metaphors were and symbolism was an injustice to their intelligence.
No,
let me finish. I'm gonna land right here. That's where the debate is. It's the scribes, the people that wrote it, knew the deeper meanings of the Neteru than the majority of the people who actually
hold
practice
on, man. You taking too long. Here we'll go right here. The topic is, are the Neters literal, bro?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
So some of them are literate. It don't matter whether the scribes is so basically what you really want to say is
that's what they're gonna be debating.
Hold on. So you're basically saying are the scribes saying they literal? That's what you got to put on here then.
I remember when Jabari said, should we say the sages? Or do the sages say that? I remember him saying that, but they I guess Reggie didn't want to say that, so they negotiated down to are they not literal?
Relax. So now we sitting here saying that Baptist preachers, Hebrew Rabbonis, are you saying that some of them don't think that Jesus Christ was literally walked on water? See, now
you know the way they looked at it. See, and that's been the argument the whole time. That's what started this argument. We always said that the Kemetic people looked at their deities different from the people who practice Abrahamic religion.
No, don't move.
See, that's that nonsense.
Don't move. But go back to it again. What I said was, so you saying that a rabbi priest and a pastor Bennett don't have the ability to see that Jesus walked on water or didn't. It's a myriad. Some of them do and some of them don't, bro. Like I can't believe y'all arguing this, yo.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not saying that people can't distinguish between what Jesus is. I'm not saying that. That's a red herring argument to what we're talking about. What the hell? No, that's not what I said. What I said was the way that the people in Kemet practiced and looked at the deities
is different.
It's different. So you can't make that comparison to some pastor, some.
You know that's not okay. Okay, so look, hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. Listen, Seven Assault, don't go long. We just trying to have a back and forth with everybody. If you go too long, then it's not a back and forth. What we're saying is that both groups of human beings, bro. I'm saying that religion can be very complex on all sides of it, and people today are very complex in their interpretations of these religions, right? So the Kemet don't got no more special religion. Y'all just keep doing it. There ain't no more special.
I disagree with you. You said you weren't gonna be long. I disagree with you. The Kemetic people looked at the deities differently. That's what I've learned doing my research. That's what I saw. Kemetic and Egyptologists say the same, right? And I'll land my plane there. I won't be wrong.
All right, good one. I like that. I like that decorum right there.
Y'all see how crazy Seven Asar up here sounding right now. This is exactly how crazy Jabari finna sound in the debate, because there is no refutation. When we pulled up the Egyptologists and said that the Egyptians thought this stuff was literal, they literally thought. I'm not gonna keep on because that's me going into information of the debate.
So they didn't write in so they never wrote in symbolism. Did they write in symbolism? Because I'm just asking a question. We're having a back and forth.
It's not your time to ask a question. It's my turn to talk. I'll let you and Unc go back and forth. You've been talking in a circle and you just sound crazy.
Go ahead.
You sound crazy. This stuff is pure nonsense. You sound foolish. And when y'all play it back, you're gonna be like, dang, I really said this dumb stuff. They really finna sit up here and debate, are the Neters literal? But yet you kidding up here and saying, yeah, some of the Neters are literal. What? What is you really getting up here saying, bro? And I don't even want to keep going back and forth. I know Reggie finna beat y'all champion so bad, it don't even matter because y'all still gonna say Jabari won. So, hey, Si, I really got up here because I was finna call you, Si, and I seen you was live. I know you try to call me. I know we gotta get the debate thing. So if you want, you can hit me after the live. I'm free. So
Where Reggie at?
Yeah, he talking a bunch of foolishness too.
Omar, I
Because
just wanted to
just was
shoot
running
real
his
quick,
mouth like diarrhea.
respectfully.
You need to get some Pepto Bismol.
Everybody said, Omar,
for what you just said right now. What he just said right now.
I'll wait 25 more minutes. Though.
No, Omar, Omar, whoever talk, we're not doing the long talk no more, yo. Get your point in.
No.
Go ahead, Omar.
I'll be quick.
No, we don't want the I be quick. We want to have a conversation, yo. We don't want the I be quick. We don't want that. We want to be able to talk, yo. Well,
I never cut y'all.
No, man, no, we want to talk. Come on, go ahead, Omar. Yes. Hey, Reggie, don't slow the conversation down with the long talk.
I just want to know if I can shoot real quick. It'll be quick.
No, we don't want the quick. Let Reggie's debate. Go ahead, Reggie. Take precedent. Go ahead, Reggie.
Oh my God. But you know what though? I don't mind waiting for Reggie to cook because this is debate. So like the elder, I'll fall off.
What is that noise? Yeah, Reggie's messing up. Reggie thing messed. Go ahead, Umar. No lecture. Go ahead.
Nope. I'm gonna wait for Elder Reggie.
This thing is messing up.
No.
Reggie, you got your thing playing in the background, bro. You got your video playing in the background, and we hearing double talk.
You got your video.
See?
Hey Reggie, hold on. Hey Reggie. Hey Reggie, I don't know if you're playing your joints up in the background. You might have to turn it down. Even though Brother Omar was supposed to be talking now, I will surrender the floor to the Elder Reggie because this is
go ahead. Just talk. Go ahead. Get it out, Omar. Go ahead. You just can't have a list. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. What does Seven of Swords say?
We heard him.
Hold on, man. Y'all gotta give me the floor, man.
Yeah, I said don't ask Seven Asar, yo. He gonna take 25 minutes. Don't ask him no question.
I'm not asking Seven Asar no question. I know. What I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna give a little commentation. I'm gonna give a little commentation, and I'm gonna land my plane. So this is Seven Asar.
You're not even supposed to be taking off. We don't even want you to take off. Don't take off. Just talk. Go ahead.
God damn, God killer, let me go,
you want to land. I mean, you got to take off. We don't want to do the take off. Go ahead.
So this is Seven Asar. Because Brother Reggie does his thing. And Jabari philosophized and he reconstructs. What's the key word? What you say it again, Asar? Jabari reconstructs. And the whole thing is, y'all brothers gotta understand. It's the nigga go eat a goddamn cheeseburger, man. Get the hell up out of here, man, with that garbage, man. Get the hell up out of here with that garbage, Seven Asar. The thing is, listen. I didn't cut y'all niggas off. I didn't cut y'all off. Yo, Seven Asar is stuck in his ways to where he just can't give an honest opinion and say, you know what? It's going to be an awesome debate.
All right, you got to stop.
Go ahead, Reggie, man.
Let Reggie
go. Omar ain't saying nothing.
I know, Omar. Go ahead, Reggie. Reggie got the double thing playing.
Go ahead, Reggie. Reggie Reds.
This debate is going to be an academic debate. An academic debate requires methodology. The problem with some of the people that are talking, but I actually commend the Hebrews, I commend I commend the Christians. They're talking with methodology. Seven Asar is not talking with a methodology. He's talking his opinion. So the question is, when you look at the natural, they are defined. There's methods in science.
You got a lot of background.
Right? Okay, I got a lot of background. You don't want me to talk? What you want me to do?
Talk, Brother Reggie. Go ahead, Brother Reggie, talk.
I'll be finished, right? Okay. So the question is, this is the academic debate.
we do several academic debates on the House of Consciousness. This is not a hood debate. This is not a spiritual debate. We're going to use methodology. Most of the people who are talking, right, especially the non-literal people, they don't have any methodology. They're just talking all over the place, looking for examples. They're not talking with categories. They're not talking with equivalences. They're not looking at the Greek language, right? They're not looking at the ancient Egyptian language, right? They're not looking at the Coptic language. They're just talking, right? So there's all type of equivalences, if what we call in philology, right? That says that something is literal. Jabari is trying to spook you out by looking at a few diagrams and then doing what the Hebrews used to do. Now, Hebrews and the Christians are smarter now. They don't look at a daggone symbol, a sheet like Hanutaway or the Perna Meru. They know that they better look at the text. But then we have the dumb Seven Asar. He can't read the meta-nature. He only looks for the symbolism. But in academia, you read the text first, right? And hopefully the symbolism helps you later. But you got to have a methodology. So what is your god daggone methodology in understanding if something is literal or not? Sorry to scream, but what's happening is that y'all can't hear me. So I'm going to stop. This debate, you're going to see a lot of methodology. All right, bye.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for this debate. I can't wait to see the methodology. I can't wait to see the methodology. I can't wait to see the arguments that are going to be presented. It's going to be something that the HOK has never seen. And I hope that there's going to be peace afterwards and not its fate. Right? I hope we have afterwards and not its fate. Right?
Wait.
And
no peace. Jabari's already committed East Fed. He wants to be a comedic priest, and then he wants to put up a picture, a symbolic picture of me begging. No, we can never be friends. We can never be friends because you took it a step too far. One thing is to tell you something, the next thing is to show a picture of me begging. Okay, so once you do that, I'm a grown-ass man, 61 years old, older than most of you people, right? I don't have to apologize. Once you stoop to that level, you're not no priest, you're not spiritual, you're not doing my art, you're undisciplined savage.
Hold on, Reggie. I keep telling Reggie, Asar, listen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell Reggie. Please, come on, Reggie. You got me out. You got me out. I'm trying to tell Reggie that if come on, Reggie, if me and you howling screaming each other, come on, Reggie, move out, Reggie.
I'm on my phone. I'm trying to move out.
Oh, let me see if I can mute you. All right, there you go. You muted out. If me and you howling and screaming at each other, right? It look about right. You get it, okay? Y'all calm down. It's cool. And then when you say, let them talk, and I be like, yeah. And then say, let us all turn you. Yeah. But when you dealing with Jabari and you like Reggie, rah, and Jabari like this, yes. But basically, you look crazy. I'm trying to say, hey, Reggie, it's not what he's saying out of his mouth. It's the calmness. He's saying mean stuff, bro. We can hear it, but it don't seem as mean as you. Mess with none of the other. I'm saying, calm your ass down. Ass is not a cuss word. Calm down, bro. You got it. Calm down. You too mean. You mad at Asar. Now you can't get no more cash apps from Asar, which is ridiculous because he was cash.
Yeah, I don't need his cash app. But Jabari, if you're gonna insult me, if you are gonna be a comedic priest and you are gonna insult me, right?
No,
then okay. Then I'm just letting you know I'm not gonna laugh it off. And you don't laugh it off either.
I do.
Right?
Well,
You Bobby Ray.
Yeah, I calm down now. When I'm talking to Jabari though. If you talking to Jabari, yo, you got, because everybody swear Jabari always beat you. The truth is, he's just like this. Yes, he'll raise his hand and just he do all them tactics, right? And if you go back and you say, hold on, he ain't really had that. But it's his demeanor, it's his delivery, it's professionalism. It's the way he pronounces words, bro. So to combat that, you just got to be calm. You got to say, I got you. I understand that I am on your level. You're not a Egyptologist. You take vacation trips. See how slick that is? Just because you go back and forth to Egypt and take people who don't know nothing about Egypt don't make you Egyptologist, Jabbar. But you keep the smile on your face. There you go. I'm not bagging anything. Jabbar, you work as a professor, you get a paycheck. I'm a community worker. They supposed to pay me. They supposed to donate. How is that begging? Why would you say such a thing? It's not begging. It's called asking for what I'm supposed to get. Closed mouths don't get fed, Jabbar. You get a check every week or every 2 weeks, bro. So why you hate? Stop hating, Jabbar. See how I did that? See? You man, you stop. Yo.
But you giving him the advice that sa.neter said Brother La should be giving him this. You talking to him like sa.neter said Brother La should be talking to him.
Yep, gotta calm down. Yeah, you gotta calm down. Reggie, you got the science behind you now. You got it, bro. You know, daggone well Egyptians believe. You know, daggone well it fluctuates. Come on, y'all. I don't know, but you know, a daggone shrine ain't a real Egyptian temple. Come on, bro. You don't gotta. And you know, everybody gonna say you lost, but you know that none of the shrines are real Egyptian. Like a Christian.
Hey, quit putting that subliminal in everybody's head that he lost, because he gonna blame it on you. He gonna say, said that I was gonna lose anyway.
In my calm voice.
Yeah, you right. Calm.
This debate is going to be about methodology, right? It's not going to be about what he called me or any of that stuff. This is promotion time and getting our feelings out, right? He says stuff in a calm voice that's really super disrespectful. Yes. And I could be really disrespectful, but actually, I hold back. I could be really disrespectful, right? What? Because this is how cool, calm, and collective scammers or people who scam the community, this is how they get into our community with tactics.
Yeah, it's a tactic. Reggie, I've been saying how long I've been saying it's tactics, yo. These people are excellent at tactics, yo, to the point where I had to play the bulldoze tactic. I do the bulldoze, the go hard tactic. Kim Ware, I've been seeing you there, Kim Ware. I thought you was the netter was gonna help you get up. I ain't know. I thought you was gonna.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to ask Reggie and them, what was y'all saying about the Apis bulls? Y'all was saying that it was like a literal netter, like that they were saying that it was a literal physical netter?
Oh yeah, that's what they're saying, because they said it's a living being. To them, it's a living netter.
Anything wrong with that? That seemed like the right.
No, we understand that it's just a bull until they put their concepts on it.
Because in the text it say that it was a representation of Ptah, it wasn't the physical deity.
I expect more from you for that.
You said what?
I would expect more with a name like Kim Netter. I would expect more from you from that.
What?
The Apis bull is the actual representation of the Ka of Ptah, the physical embodiment. So when they're
representation, so not the actual representation, right?
No, not a representation.
That's what you just said.
The actual physical embodiment of Ptah. That particular
it represents it. It represents
it is that. It is that. So when they are searching for this particular Apis bull, they're looking for a particular white diamond on his forehead. When they see that particular marking, when they see that double-edged thick tail in the back, that lets them know, and they say that's Ptah. Literally, they worship that bull.
In the funeral stele of Apis, go ahead.
If you go to the Saqqara, you'll see all of the mummified bones of these Apis bulls, right?
Right. I'm not arguing they didn't mummify them. That's cool.
Thank you, sa.neter. Stop that cap.
What's the cap?
You capping right now?
Let him finish so I can respond to it.
Can I tell you who else was a bull, Seven?
Wait. Don't go to him. Let's stay right here.
You keep cutting me. because we stand right here because guess who is that Apis bull as well, Kim Netter? The Nasut itself is the Apis bull. The Nasut himself is Kim Ware, the great black. Come on, Kim Netter. You need to know this, that her name is Kim Netter.
Okay, so now watch this then. In the funeral stele of Apis, right? It tell you that they use the word WM, right? Which is herald or the spokesman of, right? So how is it the physical, literal netter if it's the spokesman of, right? The
Because
WM
Apis
of
bulls
Ptah.
can't talk. Because bulls can't talk, Netter. So they have to have a spokesman. What are you talking about? So listen,
So then how is it the
listen,
actual? So
Kim
wait,
Netter,
hold on,
wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait,
So
wait.
how is
Let
it
me
the
explain this to
actual
you.
physical?
Yeah, you got.
Let me explain this to you.
He got you right
Hold
there.
on, brother.
He got you right there, though.
I know I'm busting his head. He need to change his name after this conversation. Listen, Kim Netter. All of the spots have certain standards and enzymes and fetishes, right? All of the cults that practice animism, right? They
Mhm.
they think the actual animal is that actual deity. The falcon they think is Heru. The crocodile they think is Sobek, right?
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
think these animals they worship these animals inside of their gnome and sapat. Outside of that, they will probably be eaten or killed, right? So all I'm saying is this: they
So how
actually.
could you be the spokesman and the thing itself?
What do you mean? Animals don't speak. So wait, we keep talking spokesman. So and let's
But
talk.
the
And let's.
animal was the spokesman.
How was the animal speaking then? Yeah, nothing.
The records say
Hey,
that
How does
hold
the
on.
when you
He's
how does
talk.
the
cutting you right
apis
now,
bull
King
how does
J.
the apis
He's
bull
cutting you
speak?
right now, King J.
King J, do
Okay,
both y'all agree?
wait, okay.
Hold on. I just want to ask both y'all a question. Do both of y'all agree that there's so many deities in ancient Egypt that some of them can be literal and some of them can be symbolic with all
Yes.
that, you know? Do you agree to that, Netta?
I
Yeah.
think they're all literal and symbolic
You
at the
cannot
same
go to
time.
an Egyptological term,
Kim Netta, hold on,
specialize,
Red. Hold on,
and
Red.
then not use what it exactly says. And if you don't like it,
No,
then
Reg,
write a paper on it.
did you hear the question, Reg?
If you
Did
don't
I?
like it, write a paper on it and see if
No.
it gets traction. But you don't come to our fragile audience and
Make up stuff.
interpolate or do exegesis, right, on that term. You use what they say, otherwise, don't use their sources at all. Make it all up. Thank you.
Okay, so Reggie, then I'll ask you then, what do the word WM mean
Gotta answer
in
the
the
question, Kim Webb.
I agree that you can have a literal real bull that's a representation of what the letter is.
No, that wasn't the
Right?
question. Can some netta be interpreted as literal and some netta as being symbolic and having other deeper symbolic meanings? Is that a possibility? Because I
Yes.
think that's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against that, but I'm arguing right here with the bull argument that they hold in there.
I just wanted to hear that. I got you.
So hold on. So now with the bull argument, in that, like I said, in the funeral stele of Apis, it
You know
say
what the
that the
fuck.
living Apis, it say that the living Apis herald of Ptah. So in the word for herald is WM. That word herald is either to be the spokesman or the representation of. So if you're the actual literal physical letter, you are not the herald. So I need y'all to explain that.
This is in a funerary text. Somebody speaking in the funerary
This is
text.
the funeral. This is the funeral stele of Apis,
Right.
and it say HPNH WHM NPT, and then a
Now that
literal
so Kim
translation is
Netzer,
that.
I don't has at this
Hold
point.
on. So
Wait, I'm asking you a
hold
question.
on.
At this point, no. At this point, has the Netter's mouth been opened?
I'm not sure about that.
Exactly.
But at the
He's
end
not
of the
gonna
day,
talk.
if
He's
you
not gonna be
no,
talking.
so
He's
hold
not
on.
gonna be
No,
talk.
hold on. So hold on. At the end of the day, if it's being represented with the WM and you are the herald or the spokesman, you cannot be the actual physical letter. You are an
Who
extension
is the
of
spokesman? Who is the spokesman
the
of what?
bull
Of
of
itself?
Ptah. Of Ptah.
And what pyramid text is this?
It come out of the funeral stele of Apis.
Let me pull it up real quick.
He said that 3 times. But y'all keep missing Kenneth's point.
He doesn't have a point.
He does.
You
keep missing the point.
So let me ask you this. Let me ponder this, right? So you're familiar with Asar, right?
Yes.
Kim Netson.
Yeah.
So do you think that these
That is for my sisters trapped in religion. Wake up and free the babies. sa.neter speak the truth, he's on a mission. The house of consciousness, the final call. Will you Bible thumpers wake up, all just fall? The house of consciousness, the final call. Stop believing in fairy tales, especially Paul. I use the Bible like a lantern in the night, trying to wake up my sister to light. The house is closing in, it's a total mess. You ignore my wisdom, the ultimate test. Step inside the HOK, it's the toughest terrain, where the truth hits hard, the cuts bring pain. I try to wake you with the word in my hand, to get you to the truth, to help you understand. I gave you the scriptures, chapters and verse. I gave you the keys to break the curse. I gave you Torah to unlock with keys. Break the mental chains and be free. The final call. Yeah, will your Bible thumpers wake up, all just fall? The house of consciousness, the final call. Stop believing in fairy tales, especially Paul. They call you apostle like you a prophet of God, telling lies and fooling people can't be that hard. You're preaching from YouTube, looking for a handout. I'm standing on family, trying to bring the truth out. Welcome to the HOK, where the truth resides. No more hiding in the pews where the dies. We speak against the Bible just to wake the inner sight. Come inside the HOK doors, we bring the light. The house of consciousness, the final call. Will your Bible thumpers wake up, all just fall? Stop believing in fairy tales, especially Paul. sa.neter, don't stop, wake the sisters up, don't
my path, where you at? Where my people at? I need you to help me on this mission. Yeah. This is for my brothers trapped in religion. Open up your eyes, break out of the prison. This is for my brothers trapped in religion. sa.neter be the truth, you know he's on a mission. It's sad to see my brothers are so lost. It's sad to see you believe in things that's false. It's sad to see you believe in Jesus, where your logic breaks apart in 1,000 pieces. Oh, God killer, not gonna let that slide. You drowning in a myth, you had nowhere to hide. The HOK is the toughest environment. While we trade blind faith for mental empowerment. I believe the scriptures for your mind, this is the key. It's time to unlearn everything you believe. The house of consciousness, start looking within. That's where the real liberation begins. Oh, this is for my brothers trapped in religion. Open up your eyes, break out of that prison. This is for my brother trapped in religion. sa.neter be the truth, you know he's on a mission. The HOK is more than just a place. It's a tough environment where you check your faith. Bomb squad and pseudo killers who check your sources. Don't come in front cause you will leave for losses. The Bible written to break your spirit, built to keep you low, feeding you metaphors, stopping your growth. These is for my brothers trapped in religion. sa.neter be the truth, you know he's on a mission. It's sad to see my brothers are so lost. It's sad to see you believe in things that's false. It's sad to see you believe in Jesus, while your logic breaks apart in 1,000 pieces. This is for my brother. Oh, this is for my brother. Oh, this is for, this is for my brother. This is for my brother. Oh, this is for my brother. Now I'm proud where you at, where you at, where you at, where my people at. Now I'm proud where you at, where you at. Pat, where you at? This is for my brother. Yeah, this is for my brother. Where you at? Yeah, yeah, yeah. where you at? Where you at? Where are my people? This is for my brothers. I need you to help me on this mission. This is for my brother. This is for my brother.
I had to hit y'all with the extended version. Yeah, you know what I mean? Get the back pop family. Get your tickets, get the early bird tickets. We out of here. And don't wait till they go up. Peace and Black Power.